So you all arrived back on Absalom Station, ready to sort of meet up with Venture Captain Arvin to sort of debrief after your recent adventure and possibly accept your rewards. But unfortunately, the contact you were meant to meet up with, Duravor Creel, a dwarven gentleman rep from the Starfinder Society, was shot right in front of you in the middle of Sorry? In the middle of what appears to be a gang war in the loading bay. The loading bay where you arrived. And you guys arrived. You guys arrived. Gunfire happened. There was a lot of impressive moves. There was smoke. There was acrobatics. There was hiding in information kiosks and leafing through the literature.
Aggressive leaflet collection.
Yeah.
Frantic.
And it appears you guys, one side, one of the gangs involved, it appears that all of their members died, and the other ones seemed to see how it was going and beat a hasty retreat before any of them died.
Wasn't this guy still alive, but unconscious?
Yes. So you got, I think it was M. You, because I always keep forgetting you've got your taser gun. So I think you managed to take him alive.
If I remember correctly, it was Iro who bet on the team on the right who all died.
Oh yeah.
I bet on the team on the right would win.
And they did.
No, the team on the right.
I did check VAR on.
All you need to know is that you owe me money.
You wish.
Yeah, you owe me credits. Just saying.
Get fucked, mate.
Can I just ask an off-topic question?
Yes.
Has anybody ever seen a more French person than that man?
Bonjour. He doesn't have any onions, so yes.
He could have onions.
He could also be Italian, looking at that picture.
I think that is the most French man on the planet.
You could have him starved.
I see you're Frenchman, and I raise you this.
It's good to know that we're going off the rails this quickly.
No, this is the most popular card game.
That's probably the most French
in Starfinder, actually.
Well done, Sam. That was a good one.
That's funny. Tough to beat, that is.
That is tough.
It is a supreme gift, that one.
It's not even a gift, it's just an image.
But,
still a picture of a man eating a sandwich.
As a gift.
It's Jeremy Clarkson dressed as a French policeman.
No, yeah, I get it.
What is that from?
Cool. So,
Grand Tour.
I haven't seen that episode. Oh.
So we're going to pick up basically where we left off with the Absalom Station security force having arrived on the scene, taking control. Initially, you guys were kind of detained, but all of the eyewitness accounts categorically show that you guys did not initiate anything. You were acting in self-defense, and you helped subdue the gang members, for which they're actually kind of grateful. And they've basically said they've taken some of your information, but they've said you're free to go.
Go wash.
Let's go find another gang war to get involved in.
Oh, I think you did find... Oh, no, but at the end of the last session, I can't remember who it was. I think it was M cracked into... someone cracked into Duravor Creel's data pad that he had in his...
Who hacked it? Roll back to hack. Irish handed and failed.
Oh, I think it might have been Shag or Tin, actually, by the looks of things.
We all... yes, I think we rolled computers, then we rolled culture to find out something about what we found out.
Yes.
Chiskisk.
That was it. Yes.
Something about Chiskisk.
Oh yes.
Horrendous.
So it was so there was the contact on the datapad by the name of Chiskis, who is a high-ranking member of the Starfinder Society, and member of the council.
Is he a Scientologist?
Unfortunately, not.
Probably.
That's not unfortunate. That's a good thing.
No, but with that role, he does know that he is they are a Shiran host. So the insectoid race that sort of live on the station as well.
What if Bear accidentally squishes him?
And yes, so yeah, you are free from the security force, and you have looted the bodies, and you are free to go.
Gosh. Run.
Let's get out of here.
But we're not in trouble.
There's reflex, you know how it is.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, let's go. Let's go back the way we came.
Back into space.
I mean,
Is this insect boy not on this space station?
He is. He is. I can't remember who was it. It was Tin would be able to tell you. He probably resides up in the. Oh fuck! What was it
I'm gonna go
called?
Fetch your lavash.
So we're gonna go. Wait, where are we? We're on Absam Station, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is the docks is in like the big central ring, isn't it?
The docks, if you have a look on the old. Where is it?
Can you see the map? Can you see the station? Is there a map for the station? Is there a picture of the station? I think there is, isn't there?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Oh, there's a map.
Oh yeah.
Fancy bastard. You need a fancy maps.
Yeah, so in Absalom Station, there is the Law Spire complex, which you guys know to be the home of the Starfinder Society. So it's kind of there's the very middle sort of glass dome-looking thing, which is called the Eye, and then the immediate ring around that is the ring.
Oh, I need to oil my chair.
So where do the docks fall on that map?
The docks are out on the arms.
What is at the end of each one?
Yeah, there's a bunch of docks. Like you're in Docking Bay 94. It's like out in the arms.
So do we know where this Chiskisk is?
In the Law Spire complex, which is the at Starfinder Society headquarters.
I will be entirely honest. I cannot see close enough to that picture to see where that is. I can't read the numbers.
It is number 12.
Yep, no, I got that. I just can't see 12.
Shit, yeah,
Because those numbers are really small.
they are very small.
I have pretty solid vision, and I cannot read number
You're
12.
absolutely right.
I can see. I'm seeing 13 and number 9.
It's in there. You don't have to worry
All
too
right,
much about
we're gonna
it.
head to the Law
It's a
Spire.
very navigable sort of place, very
There's
clearly.
good signposts.
And I mean, you could ask basically anyone in the ring, and they'd be able to direct you to the.
I grew up here. I'm sure I know where it is. Let's go there, boys.
I mean, Emmett went to the info desk and no one helped him. I don't know how
Find
helpful
these,
people on the
let's
station
find
are.
this Chiskisk cunt.
Endearing as always.
Your profanity.
Oh, what was that, Andy?
What's your profanity?
Oh, let's do it. Let's go find him.
To Stimule, because he used an unnecessary word.
How unnecessary.
Shut up.
What did he say?
Quite
He
unnecessary.
said quite. Ooh.
He said quite.
I had to say the Q word.
What's your profanity?
Kumquat.
Words I
So
didn't
as
need to hear
you-
today include.
So you guys get one of the sort of trams into the ring and over to the Lawspire complex quite easily. It takes you a while, maybe an hour or something like that. But you do eventually make your way to the Lawspire complex, and upon entering, you're just confronted by just one of the receptionists who politely asks you what your business is.
G'day.
Hello.
How are we doing, Sheila? We are here to see a Mr. Trizkisk.
Oh, and may I ask your business?
He's expecting us, I do believe. Here on behalf of a short dwarven man whose name forgets me.
Duravor Creel.
We are here on behalf of a Mr. Duravor Creel. He has business.
Okay. He doesn't appear to have any meetings booked, but please wait over there. And she leads you to a little waiting area.
Is there a waste paper bin?
Sorry?
Is there a waste paper bin?
Yes.
I'm going to snuffle around in that.
Are you looking for anything particular?
I was fully expecting you to say I'm going to shit it.
Just rip up tissues.
Just, eat some paper, look for some scraps. You know what it's like.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, Christ.
See if I...
Never forget scraps.
Eat some brown things off the floor.
Does he get the basket back on his head?
It takes you a while, but you do eventually manage to find what you think is the waste paper bin.
Oh, yes.
In the toilet.
Hang on, this is a bit wet for a waste paper bin.
We turn around and just find him with his head stuck in a lampshade.
It's entirely filled with snotty tissues.
It's where the flavour is.
After a little while, a functionary arrives and leads you deep into the complex to a very nice not a massive, but a very clean and tidy office. And behind the desk is sitting a tall and slender Sheeran. I don't know if I
was fully expecting him to be fat. I don't know why.
Is it because he's sitting in a chair in an office?
Proper morbidly obese, and I've no basis for that whatsoever.
Let me.
Like the King Goblin in The Hobbit.
Yeah, like genuinely looking like he'll drop dead from a heart attack any minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which is ironic because he's an insect of some sort, so I've never seen a fat insect to speak of, really. But apparently this one was going to be.
I'm not sure where that come from.
Literally just the name Chiskisk. Perhaps I'll tell him he has a fat name.
Goblin diplomacy.
Sorry, I'm just uploading that.
Good night, mate. So now what?
Yes, he leads you in and simply says, hello, I understand you're here on behalf of Duravor. I don't believe I had anything planned. What is your relation to Duravor?
Guys, can anyone remember under what context we got this man's name?
No.
We were told to meet him.
You got a
and we
data
watched him get
pad,
shot.
and it just had his name on it. The Duravor was going to take you back to Venture Captain Arvin, the man you've been dealing with at the Starfinder Society, but he just had Chiska's name on his data pad.
Right, okay.
And if anyone's interested, that's what Sheeran looked like.
Oh, wow.
I no longer wish to eat this
they're
man.
an insect. They're an insect.
Crikey, mate.
The one that's dead.
You forgot your skin, bones and shit.
Face only a mother could love.
They're actually quite suave and debonair for a Sheeran.
I hope they left you out of the Christmas video.
Sapphic.
No, mate. We're here on behalf of our sadly departed dwarven friend. He is an ex-dwarf. He is pining in the caves. He is no longer with us.
He is worm food now. I don't know if there were worms.
Pushing
Are
daisies.
you saying Duravor is dead?
Yes, yes.
That would be correct.
Yeah,
He
he's
was sadly
Kick the
struck down
bucket.
in a wild gunfight in Dock 94 just hours ago.
he is currently not. You know, he's
He
not a
isn't.
dwarf. He isn't. Yeah, there we go.
He's definitely not pining for the caves, mate, because he's fucking dead.
Viscus stands up and just sort of like walks to the window and just sort of looks out for a little bit, kind of just rubs their head, takes what you would imagine be some deep breaths, and after a little while walks back and simply just says, I'm sorry, I was not expecting this today. I'm sorry I couldn't welcome you under better circumstances, and I assure you attacks of this nature are not commonplace on the station.
Not in my experience, mate.
If you don't mind, could I just have a moment? And they start like tapping away on the computer, and after a few moments, they look back up and say, "Well, according to the incident report just released by the station security, there were 2 gangs involved in the attack: the Downside Kings and the Level 21 crew. Now these gang wars aren't uncommon in the station, but they usually confine themselves to the more lawless sectors of the station, like the Puddles or the Spike, or those places of those nature. It's pretty rare for the street gangs to just openly war in the public areas.
Can we just? What was the name of the other crew?
The Level 21 crew.
Oh, it's not a
Downside-
creative name, is it?
Sorry?
What
But
level are they
I'm
actually
assuming-
based on?
I'm assuming this crew not known for their brains.
Mate, they're gangsters, they're not fucking artists.
They're from level 17.
Yeah, quite right. They're gangsters, not poets.
Yeah. Oh no, this is like my like Ira wondering aloud, like in character. Like they're not known for their brains, are they? Like
No. From
So-
what I understand, I'm not exactly an expert on the local gang denizens of the station, but from what I understand, yes, they're not the most erudite sorts.
So, mate, we had a chat with one of those fellas before he copped it, and
Oh,
he reckons they were sent there by the boss. Somebody had a motive, and suggested they attend that place at that time and have a scuff up.
Yes, it does seem, as I say, it's very uncommon. I say very uncommon. It never happens that they have open gang war in the docks. There must have been some sort of motive for this.
Tell you what, mate, curveball. Who exactly are you, and why was your name in the data plate of a dead dwarf?
Oh, well, I'm very sorry. I usually assume anyone who comes to meet me knows who I am. My name is Chiskus, and I am a member of the forum. If any of you guys like to roll culture, feel free.
ooh,
Oh, I know. I don't know.
What that means.
Ira is one cultured
Oh,
boy,
goddamn.
not.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll it twice, but take the second one.
I'm working on it, and I'm not very good at it. I'm not bad at it.
Not
Not as
bad.
good, not as good as that.
No, but M and Shag are both aware that the forum are the elected body of the Starfinders who serve to coordinate the society's interests. They're usually made of like faction leaders, lodge captains, and other high-ranking members, but it can be anyone of the Starfinder Society who can be elected to the group. There's about 100 members, but out of a body that is several hundreds of thousands, if not millions. Was.
Oh, hang on. Are you
It's
telling
quite
me
an
he's
illustrious title.
Are you telling me he's a politician?
No, he is not a politician. Not a politician. He's
Just
a
an elected
high-ranking member. It's like, imagine like, it's not a police. Imagine like an army. He's like a high-ranking member of the army. Isn't a politician. They're like a general. He is a high-ranking member of the Starfinder Society, which is dedicated to exploration and discovery.
Of course.
They do sound like a little bit almost like they could be like almost mercenaries, don't they? Sometimes, like the way they're like, oh, they're Starfinders and they've got this dedication. You're like, yeah, they're definitely the bad guys in the end. Like they're definitely going to become bad guys. Give it 500 years.
Yeah, they are waiting eternity waiting to happen.
Yeah,
After
exactly.
a while, you realise maybe we found enough stars.
And what I'm thinking, guys, is that
We should
if
stop
the-
that happening now.
or we should make it happen with us as leaders.
Ooh, both
One
are
or the
good,
other.
both are good.
Violent Jacob.
You either become the villain or you fight the villain long
Or
enough.
you force it to happen early.
Or you force it to happen, so you are the villain. No, you either kill the villain or force the villain to become your enemy, so you become the villain.
So yes, so Chiscus is while they aren't a venture captain or a faction leader within Starfinder Society, so a lodge, a venture captain is the head of a lodge, which is like a local sort of local office, as it were, of like the Starfinder Society. So venture captain Arvin is kind of in charge of the Starfinder lodge on the Absalom station.
Do they have funny books with words missing?
Sorry?
Do they have funny? If they're a lodge, do they have funny books with words missing?
Oh, they have a lot. They have. I mean, you guys haven't been inside yet. You haven't seen like the bunkhouses and stuff. There's loads of cool shit.
Is it covered in weird symbols and all ritualistic?
Probably.
God, fucking Masons.
They are.
There's the lodges, and there's the factions who are not necessarily specific to a certain area, but are more specialized groups within the Starfinder Society who may have slightly different goals. So Chiscus isn't one of those, but is just a very well-respected member of the society and has done a hell of a lot and is very experienced and very sort of illustrious and has kind of earned their title through experience.
I'm just out of character for a second. I know Dan was possibly slightly tongue-in-cheek in his previous statement about them being the villains, but I've got to be honest, the more I learn about Starfinder Society, the less I like them. I'm just like, these guys sound like a bunch of arseholes. Like they control...
I think they've paid. They've given you all they've done is give you jobs and give you money so far.
Yeah, but they control
That's very
everything.
suspicious. Who would hire us?
As far as I can tell, they control everything, and they're full of factions, and they have like leaders. It all just like screams like cult and bad, nasty things. I think
I don't want to tell you you're wrong necessarily.
The world will be a better place
tell
if
you
you
you're
burn it
right.
all to the ground.
The thing I want you to keep in context is that they are one of many faction societies like that live on Absalom.
There's
Absalom
a lot of
is
shitheads
essentially
here.
the size of like the Death Star. Like it is humongous. Like it is, and Starfinders are not the biggest faction. They're well respected, but they do not hold like the biggest amount of political sway.
Who does?
Can we turn this into a Death Star?
Literally just like massively sidetracked. You mentioned Death Star, that's all Richard heard.
Chiscus is as I say, it was like telling you more about the gangs, and they go on to say there must be a reason for these two gangs to be in that bay at that time and do what they did.
Mike?
I mean, were you and Duravor innocent bystanders, or was Duravor targeted? Impossible.
I've got a proposition for you, mate.
Yes.
So why don't my friends and I head down to level 21
Australian accent
and introduce them to some blunt diplomacy and find out why the fuck they were there and how we ended up with a dead dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll return said information to yourself for a very reasonable fee.
Well, you more or less beat me to the punch there. Yes, that would be absolutely amenable. Any information related to the demise of our dear friend Duravor would be greatly appreciated. And if there was some way that you could, find out any information that you know about their relations to Duravor and why they may have done what they did.
Sounds good.
works for
One
me.
other thing, and this is actually a question: did we ever actually get paid for our last job?
No, you haven't yet. Well,
One other thing, right?
yeah.
as it so happens, this is not our first workhorse arrangement with yourselves, and as it is, we're currently outstanding a rather large payment.
Yes, I understand. When I looked up your details, when Judy told me you were coming to see me, I checked with Arvin, and he mentioned about the job that you did for him, and I must say he seemed quite impressed, and he, if possible, he is indisposed at the moment. But he asked me to transfer over the agreed upon credits. And they wire over, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was 1,000 credits in all.
I can't remember 1,000 credits or 1,000 credits ahead.
It was not 1,000 credits ahead.
Damn.
It was so they wire over 1,000 credits, which you guys can distribute amongst yourselves however you wish.
Hooray.
Hi, mate. Thanks, man. Like you
And
later.
something, somewhat of a signing on bonus. They transfer 200 credits to each of you. And depending on your performance, there will be more of that when you find out what happened to Duravor.
So, for anybody who's not interested in doing math, that's totals 367 credits.
I am uninterested in math.
367.
I'm a bear.
Credits.
I
Where
don't
are
know if I
credits
can do
on our
maths.
fucking sheet, or is there no thing for it?
I couldn't see anything, so I just added a thing.
It's under the equipment tab.
I preferred my way.
You say 367?
367, yeah.
Who got the extra credit?
Technically, we've all gained a third of a credit, but I'm sure Red will let it go.
Oh, profit.
Um,
I'll teach you, Ed.
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
oh, no credits.
Why do
Very nice, Andy.
Thank you.
429.
Tom, what's your favourite name for a goat?
Jeremy.
It's a good name.
I have returned sans trousers.
Glorious.
Let it be known that we are technically in the no trousers club. I'm assuming somebody else is also not here.
Hi. Heads
no,
up
is
to me.
that?
No, we were just waiting for you.
Yeah, still here.
I think that was everyone.
Cool.
Cool.
We need to-
Lovely.
Who are going to
So-
buy things? Should we just use the shop, like check the thing for prices and stuff, or are they likely to change very much from what's in the book?
No, they're probably going to be pretty standard.
Yeah, obviously, just in case I need to at some point buy anything.
Cool.
No, carry on.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask. I completely forgot to check this earlier. Did everyone manage leveling up okay?
Yes.
Oh,
What level are we?
2.
2.
I think so. I can't remember if I finished it.
Am
I think I
level
did.
2? I am level 2. Yay!
Oh, thank God.
Did it, Andy? You did it.
Proud of you.
I just realised before we do anything which could potentially get you guys in a sticky situation.
Ed, are you suggesting that we might get into a fight in this session?
I mean, that sounds
Situation.
ludicrous, frankly.
Yeah, wow.
I was going to say,
You're
that
in
doesn't
the
sound like
get
us.
Some very
Oh.
wholesome gang members who you shot at last time.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
I just came here to find some stars.
right,
I
this is
didn't
a very
expect
safe
any of
thing
this
we're doing.
violence.
I don't think they'll remember.
Hands, aren't we?
Shag isn't memorable enough to remember, so we'll be fine. We'll send him on,
Lovely. So, what
Who
are
is it?
you guys
Jack.
doing?
Who?
I have no affiliation with this person.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about, Richard.
Yeah. For a second,
Who's
I
this
didn't-
Shag character?
for a second, I didn't get the joke.
Yeah, well, you know, small brain. It's okay.
That's why I answered it twice, and I was like, "Wait, no, I see. This is a joke."
Smooth brain.
So,
Sorry,
Oh,
what was the
yeah.
question?
what are you guys doing?
Oh, right.
Let's go
I believe
to the
we are
gang.
going to go down to. Look, I want to say are they on level 22, but I don't believe they are
They're on
for
level
a
21.
second.
I'm pretty sure it's level 4.
Yeah.
Fuck's
It's
sake.
all a ruse.
This is where you learn the weird history of the gang, whereas they started at level 21, but for strange reasons they were actually forced to go up to level 24.
Oh, it's all political. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's their,
Love it.
so like their lifelong goal is to regain their homeland.
Yeah, it turns out their lives weren't cool enough to be on level.
we found the side quest, boys. We
I
found the
need
side
more
quest.
Lavens around.
Oh dear.
What the fuck? I took a dark turn.
We do need more Lavens around.
hmm
We need to play a good war. That's what we need.
Right, Bojo, coming down.
Lovely. So you guys make your way down to level 21. It takes you a little while, and you quickly start noticing how kind of seedy it starts to get pretty quickly once you step off the ring and start heading down into the spike. You eventually do come down to level 21, and you are greeted with basically just pretty, not squalid, but certainly not well kept tunnels and ducts. There's a lot of sort of strange vents which barf out like this weird misty fog.
What a fucking shit all this is, boys.
Yeah, there's some dripping pipes which you're not sure what the liquid is. It's blue and it smells a bit like metallic, and yeah.
Right.
I look at it and I then turn around and look at me and I say to me, "Can you just take a look at this and tell me what it is?"
Me refuses because he's not that kind of character.
Shag is gonna swiftly strongly encourage Mrs. Dumbleworth not to consume anything that's not a normal colour.
Our bear's colourblind.
I'm literally in the middle of googling that.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
They do see color.
Yay! I see color.
You're not gonna die from radioactive waste today.
Yay!
Dom's character can actually see more colors than Dom.
It's true.
So what are you guys doing? How are you going about your investigations?
I would like to intimidate everybody into telling us.
I was going to suggest a very different approach, but we'll go
Okay,
with
let's
you.
listen to your approach. Go first.
So
Go ahead.
Oh no, go on.
No,
My
go ahead.
suggestion was
Murder.
we approach with caution and stealth. We find the nearest miscreant. We abduct him. We bring him back here. We introduce him to Mr. Snugglesworth's fist, and then we ask him many questions until there is
my
nothing
flail.
left but a tasty red salsa,
Okay.
which we will then make burritos with, just for reference. Then you deliver the burritos as a hot takeaway to his mates, And as they open them and eat them, you tell them what it is and force them to do your bidding, or end up in a fucking burrito.
When did you become a Starfinder?
I am so fucking glad I'm no longer a lawful good character.
Can someone please roll me? So what are you looking for? You guys are looking for like some scuzzy sort of like some streetwise types.
Shag's just gonna look at Brown Emmett.
All right.
Why?
Can someone? Can
He
someone?
said scuzzy streetwise type.
Can someone make some either a sense motive check or perception?
Yeah, give it a shot. That was shitty. Oh, seeing Brown Emmett with Dick Strawbridge picture next to it is really weird. He's got his image of Dick Strawbridge in a French coat, like going up to people and saying, "Oh, boys, you fancy a proper job?"
So Ira is like, it's like, I think it's her, and it's like pointing out like an old woman.
Definitely
like,
her.
Who just
It's
like
her.
got her like groceries, it's just like an elderly gnome woman who's just like walking past. But Brown Emmett is quickly able to kind of subtly point out to the rest of you guys what appears to be some kind of snot-nosed, like lanky, underfed looking human kid. Looks kind of shifty to you. Looks like he's got some tattoos. It makes you think that he's kind of must be gang affiliated at least, or at least know what's going on around here.
You can't that stereotype, Ed. He's got tattoos and he's skinny. He must be a fucking miscreant.
Yeah, he's up to no good.
He looks like scum.
Freak of piss.
You can just say
He's
this.
got like one of those really bad like self-cut mullet things.
Has he got a nice ring through his
back
nose?
now.
Has he got a nice like bull's ring in his nose?
Very
Oh,
like
yeah.
greasy
Like a
look
cracker
about him.
And
but
he's
yeah,
wearing
so
a
hanging
UKIP
out.
badge.
Yeah, he's hanging out on one of the like corners overlooking.
And he's on the street. He's on the street corner.
looking where you guys arrive. So what are you doing?
I would like to approach Tin
Mhm.
and suggest that we have our mark. Is there a convenient nearby alley or dark corner where we can be undisturbed? So
there's the corner where he is, and then like not very far away, like about like 15-20 feet away is like the opening to like an alleyway, which looks a bit dark and dingy, and it looks like the lighting doesn't work great down there.
Perfect. So can we send the rest of the party into the alleyway, like to hide in the shadows, and then I'm going to suggest to Tin that we approach him. I'll approach from the front and distract him, and I want Tin to clobber him over the head.
Tim the tiny mouse.
Yeah, because he's stealthy.
Nobody will see him coming.
Exactly. I mean,
He's got
I
to
don't
try
really
and knock him out.
I mean, he can do
Oh.
like melee
Would
damage.
you like to borrow my flail?
He can do quite a lot. Yeah, because if we send him Mr. Stolesworth, he'll just have no head left.
Oh, true. I'm not sneaky.
I just love the idea of just like somebody got a mouse on their shoulder and they're like, what? And they turn their head and the mouse just like punches him in the temple.
I mean, let's be clear here. He's a mouse. He's like a mouse man. He's not an actual mouse.
I know, but
A mouse with a comically
Quite
large
different.
mallet.
in my head he is always mouse sized. It doesn't
I
matter
mean-
how big he is.
He's about the size. He would be. I mean, for people who know, he would be about the size of Rigby. He's like collie sized.
Yeah. But in my head,
When you
he's
say
still...
Rigby, you mean Rigby on four legs or Rigby on two legs?
Rigby on two legs.
Oh, right. So he's like 3 or 4 feet tall. Like he's not like a.
Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah,
a small, he's a small race, the same as like gnomes or halflings.
He is a total
okay,
3
so-
inches long in my head
assume-
every time.
I think we've already established that we can do non-lethal melee damage if we so choose. So,
Yes.
and I think if he's anything like me, he gets a buff to his melee damage. So yeah, he can.
Oh, can your next character be a slug, please?
Yes, it'll be a slug.
Even
Better
smaller.
than a disgusting space slug like race for Starfinder. Anyway, so my suggestion is that
from Monsters Inc.
I'll approach him and distract him. He can hit him on the head, and then if he's still not out cold, I'll clock him in the chops, and then we can stealthily drag him into the alleyway
All right, so
for interrogation.
so
Can't wait
Tin,
to see how
I'm
this
going to
goes
need
down.
you to roll stealth.
Sorry, I'm assuming Tim going along with this, but he may not.
Oh,
Well,
Okay.
he's got stealth, so I'm assuming
I've
he's
got a roll a 1.
Fucking hell.
still a 15.
Fucking hell.
Well, we know what this guy's gonna. And
I mean,
Shag,
my intention was to approach him from the front and sort of say, start talking to the guy, so Tim could then hit him over the head.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to roll a bluff check.
This was misjudged.
Oh dear.
Let
So
me check.
what happens here is Shag walks up to him and goes, "G'day, mate. You look like a slummy cunt."
Oh,
You wanna
Jesus,
come
look
and
out
help?"
behind you.
Jump of vanity.
Can we just steal something and then run into the alley?
Just roll him.
So,
Just roll him and run away.
So, yeah, Tin sort of melts into the shadows around you guys and like manages to like skitter around on some of the pipes, like up in the ceiling, and manages to get around the kid and descends behind him. But then, as Shag approaches and is basically essentially, "Why, hello there, unattended child. How are you today?"
G'day, mate. How we going?
He basically goes, who are you? This doesn't, this seems suspicious. Who are you? And he turns around just as like Tin is like creeping up on him, and he just starts. He tries to bolt.
Can I hit him? Or is it too quick?
Make an attack.
This one's gonna do a number on that kid's street cred.
Yeah, that fucking hit.
I will specify I don't want to kill him.
Yeah.
Butter the knife, boys.
I non-lethally stab him in the ribs.
So
He
you
doesn't
hit
need
him.
legs, right?
You like as he's like running, as he's like trying to push past you, you basically just like gut punch him, and it does a good bit of damage. But he is like, and he like gets winded, but he still like shoves past you and tries to go. Tin, you can kind of do something here if you wanted.
Fucking clobber him.
Yeah, I'll hit him with my fists.
Or just shoot with a foot, he'd be good.
Do I need to roll?
Do you have any melee weapons or?
I have a survival knife.
That's what I know.
You could use that, like the butt of that. I would say you could.
You do get well, I'm assuming you get a +3 like I
I can
do.
pistol whip.
Yep. Yeah. You can.
Well, I'd roll survival knife because it was a
I
different
would
stat.
just use the survival knife for the melee.
Oh,
Oh, you've done full attack there. It
That's right.
probably doesn't matter.
Well, the 19 does hit. Oh, yeah, and with 4. So yeah, with the 4 does it, and as he bends over from, as he doubles over from Shag punching him in the gut, Tin just sort of comes behind, just clobbers him over the back of the head, and he kind of slumps to the ground, like slumps into Shag's arms. And between you guys, you both managed to like Shag sort of taking the top end. Tin.
My image is Shag grabs him under the armpits and drags him into the alleyway with his feet dragging, and you've just got like a really aggressive-looking, vicious little mouse like looking around to see if anyone saw.
Man, we're good at beating up kids.
I knew that feat would be worth it.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you have an unconscious teenager in the alleyway.
Be done. Oh dear.
Jesus, calm down, Jeffrey. Fucking hell.
I mean, that's a bit much.
Or what, is it too soon?
Can we get? Can we get the bear to spit in his face if I wake him up?
I can lick him.
That's even better.
Yep.
Someone gag him first.
Yep, gag and then lick
Time
the
up.
unconscious child. This is making this better.
I just mean he can wake up like when you wake up with a dog licking your face, but it's a bear licking his face. It's not an
That's
aggressive
something.
act.
So it's like the thing that's
Or
okay
is it
but
intimidating?
terrifying.
So Shaggy's gonna consider the fact that he might scream, panic, and then just pull a dirty sock out of his pocket and shove it in his mouth.
Why does he have dirty
Why
socks?
do you have a dirty sock?
This is laundry.
He hasn't done any washing in a while.
Laundry's in his pocket.
That's
you-
not what
have
he's
you
using the sock for. It's a different kind of sock.
Have you seen,
Yeah,
have you seen Goblin Feet?
Oh,
Stiff as a board.
It is.
That sock.
It could be sharpened into a dagger. It's that stiff.
it's a backup.
Turns out it is actually just his dagger. Oh, shit, I killed him.
Shove it in the kid's mouth.
That's his
Guys, I
survival.
fucked up.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
okay.
he shoves a dirty rag out of his pocket in his mouth.
After a few licks, he starts to come to, and you just basically.
At that point, the Mr. Snugglesworth will straighten up, crack his knuckles, turn to the rest of the group, and just think loudly, "My work here is done."
I mean, he's still screaming. We need him to talk, not to scream.
Yeah, but I just do intimidation.
I'm gonna give him a little bit of a love tap in the throat.
Great.
Still raising him up.
That'll help with the talking, won't it?
That's why it's only light. You know, it's enough to make him
Demolish
stop.
his
shouting.
voice box. That'll go well.
It's a love
You know, that's why I said a love tap. You know.
Oh, I thought you called it a love tap because you were using your
I
card.
don't know. I've seen your character image. I'm not sure anyone wants a love tap from that.
Hey. Besides, I've got telepathy actually, so we could ask him the questions and have him think the answers.
Oh, perfect.
You can't read minds. You can project those thoughts into someone's mind. I think when we were talking about like
That's
Mr.
how I
Snugglesworth,
talk. Yeah.
Yeah. We
damn.
sort of settled on telepathy doesn't allow you to just read people's minds at will, but it does allow you to project. Like you and
Yeah.
Mr. Snugglesworth could have a chat pretty
Mhm.
happily.
hmm And
But
often do.
I assume now that
reply
they always
It's
are
true.
having a chat.
telepathic as well.
What species is this guy?
He is human,
Damn.
as best you can see. He's a little bit gaunt in the face, and now that you're up close, you can see his ears are a tiny bit pointed. So he's maybe got a bit of elf somewhere down the line, but yeah, he looks mostly human.
Damn. Okay.
Who's actually any good at talking to people? Because I have.
Hello.
Emmett is got quite a lot of intimidation.
So my character is Australian, therefore most people hate him. So this is not going to work for him.
Andy and I are both Andy and I are both the faces here. So when it comes to intimidate and/or things,
Up until now, you've let the shit talking Australian be the lead. So I'm just going to step back for a minute.
yeah.
Mistakes were made, boys.
Go on, Brian Emmett. You can go first.
Interrogate the scrawny fucker.
I just slap him in the face.
He goes
great
quiet
use,
for a little
great
bit.
use of your charisma there.
I just slap him in the face and tell him.
Who sent you?
Tell us everything you know. And then
Where are the drugs going?
Rachel!
Where are the droids?
Rachel!
So you're asking, what does he know?
Yeah.
That is a very
What do you
open-ended
know?
question.
Are you
Do you know
leading-
well?
Tell me everything you know.
Tell me everything that you know. Everything.
Can
Are
I?
you
I
taking
hope
the
this guy
sock
didn't go to
out?
school because he's going to know a lot of things.
Shag is gonna lose patience with Brown Emmett and shove Ira to the fore.
So I'm eating. Right. What questions am I asking him?
Well, so far all we've asked is what do you know? So, sorry, tell me everything you know. Well,
Very vague so far.
we're here to establish why they were in that dock at that time and
Okay.
killing those people.
So, and what's the name of the dwarf again that we killed, or that they killed?
Not kill him.
The DM knows. Because I don't.
Durivor Creel.
Durable.
Apparently not a memorable name because it keeps going leaving my head as soon as you say it.
It's also not in the thing, which is what I was looking for. Right, cool. So
Oh,
I'm like,
sorry. I thought
That's
it
okay,
was.
it's no
Did
problem.
I get rid of it? This chap.
possibly.
Unless you move to
That
like
is
a graveyard of
he's the
NPCs.
space dwarf. That is very helpful. I like
You guys
that.
are in space.
Like,
I wonder
so,
if-
Hang on.
Wait, what?
So what I'm going to do, Ed, is I'm going to first project an image of me cutting up that guy that me and Sam were fighting earlier, right?
Mhm.
The memory of me like carving his arm off into that kid's brain because I like slightly telepathic, so I'm pushing that picture into his brain of me doing that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then after I've done that picture, I'm then going to say, now, tell me why you and your friends killed Durivor Creel. And I'm going to take the gag out of his mouth.
Roll intimidation.
I will, in fact, roll intimidation. Boop. I'm okay with that. 19, not bad.
Too bad. Let me just check something.
I'm also going to prepare, by the way, if he starts screaming, to immediately grab him by the throat so that he and close off his airways. Not crush him, just choke him a bit.
He
What I'm talking about this is Dan is just casually describing interrogating a hapless teenager whilst eating his dinner.
Hmm.
You can hear the fork, like, yeah, I'm just going to grab a throat and choke him.
I'm eating some steak as well. It's pretty delicious, mate.
So he just like nods as like he's being assaulted after he's been assaulted with these like grotesque images beamed directly into his brain. But then he quickly begins. No, it's not like that. We didn't. We were there to protect him. That was our job. We were hired to protect him. It was the downsides. It was the downside kings. They did it.
Is he telling the truth?
Anyone can roll sense motive if they want.
I don't know anything, mate.
Brown Emmett, the fucking human lie detector, is able to confirm that he is too scared to lie right now. He is 100% on the level.
Cool.
He cool, Ira. He cool.
In which case, then I'm gonna ask him why it is that they were there to protect him. Like, what was the story? Why were you there?
To detect him.
Yeah, I know I started a bit.
I don't know. It's Jabaxa, the boss. He knows everything, but he says we was hired by some company, some union, summon, I don't know, to protect him. I think he was family or something, but that's all I know.
Jabaxa, he's your boss.
Yeah.
And where can I find Jabaxa?
He's at Mama Fats.
He's at Mama Fats. Okay.
Yeah, it's the bodega. It's like he just like points like down one of the corridors, and it's just like it's down that way. Just go a couple blocks down that way. There it is.
Okay. And what security does he have?
I mean, he's got the rest of the crew. There's
Okay,
a
the
lot
rest of the crew. That doesn't help me. Give me numbers, man.
Can
Numbers.
we ask him
Okay.
to take us there and get us in?
Ooh, I like the way you think.
Sure, yeah. I'll take you. Jabaxa can answer. He love that.
Brown Emmett just like growled at him and he shit himself.
Yeah, I love that.
You're gonna take us there, ain't you, boy?
Can we send
Yes,
Brown
sir.
Emmett? Can we send Brown Emmett in as like a snake oil salesman to distract while the rest of us are sort of sneaking the side door?
My finest liquor.
Sure. So is that what you guys are doing? You guys are going down to Mama Fats
With our
Hey.
with our spotty teenager.
with your
Oh,
spotty
snake oil
teenager?
salesman. I want this is a genius idea. Let's get Brown Emmett to step in and be introduced by the spotty to youth to distract all the security while we all sneak in the side.
Well, we
Good
try and
idea.
stick a bear in.
Or just slip through. Just slip through the doors like unannounced. You know.
Put a hat on me, nobody notices.
I mean, does Mr. Snugglesworth not wear a top hat?
No. Doesn't
With
fit
the
on the
fez.
ear. No.
Well, this is an outrage. Like, we need to fix this.
This needs to be solved.
This is the biggest issue we've faced so far as a party.
Disregard this campaign hook.
Our bear is not wearing a top hat, boys. What's gone wrong?
Looks like we're going shop.
Where's the nearest shop?
Oh,
Anyway, sorry, I digress.
Uh,
Is Brown Emmett game for playing Snake Oil Salesman?
I know a cure for all ailments.
okay.
Well, I'm convinced.
I'm sorry.
So,
Shut up
the
and
little
take my
kid-
money.
Well, this fucking kid, you prop him up, and he's hobbling around because he feels like he's like swaying about, and he like throws up in the alley. You're pretty sure he's got like a concussion or something.
Yeah,
but,
he's gonna piss blood later.
but yeah, you guys lead him. Well, he leads you down the access corridors quite a ways until you come to a slightly more open area where it's not just corridors; it's some sort of like slightly more open atriums.
Mhm.
And this is where you notice some. It's more like a neighborhood. There's like there appears to be like flats, like dwellings, and like a couple shops and of like various types, like pawn shops, a couple weapon shops, and like just general like groceries and bodegas. Until can anyone roll me a perception check as you guys are walking?
Boom!
Okay. Brown Emmett, as you guys are walking, you notice a lot of graffiti on the walls. Just says L21C, and doesn't take a genius to sort of work that out, but you can see that a lot of gang sort of tagging around here that sort of makes you guys think it's sort of level 21 crew territory. And Shag, you notice as you guys are walking on the catwalks of the atrium, or like the sort of mezzanine of these atrium that you're walking around, there definitely appear to be some people who just seem to be hanging out and just looking down. You guessing possibly acting as lookouts.
Mm. I think
Who
pretty
do
sus.
sort of seem to take notice of you guys.
Sorry, they do or they don't?
They do.
Did anyone bring any bombs?
Sorry?
Oh,
Did anyone
I
bring
I brought my flail, which explodes if I use it wrong. So yes,
no, I did not.
Because if the Dark Knight has taught me anything, the best way to walk into a hostile environment is strapped up with bombs.
you gotta stop taking your tactical advice from Christopher Nolan movies.
Well, more specifically from the
Okay.
poker. Misjudged us at least.
So you guys keep walking until you get to what
Wait, did
looks
you
like
go to a weapon shop?
there are a few around.
Do they sell explosives?
No, it's sort of like this is sort of like low grade. Like this is sort of like a local sort of neighborhood
Even
kind
a
of thing.
humble grenade? Okay.
Like they sell like small
Wait,
arms.
what am I talking about? I'm already carrying grenades.
Oh, there you go.
And also,
Of course you are.
It just needs to look like explosives. It doesn't need to actually explode.
That's
If
true.
anything, it's
Hold
better
up.
that you're not wearing armor made out of a bomb.
Shag's gonna arrange his hand grenades in like a nice little like inside his coat jacket, so he can open it up and they can all be hanging there.
Okay. All right.
Alright, cool. Mia's gonna stand nowhere fucking near him.
Yeah. How far away can we get from him?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna stand right next to him in the hopes that if it does go off, it at least kills me outright. Make it that I don't have to live as a cripple.
Are we supposed to be seeing a different backdrop?
No, I haven't. I will admit I haven't prepared one for each different
Okay.
neighborhood. Let me see if I did. If that had been something past me had done.
That's my favourite question of the whole evening.
Let me see how prepared past me was.
No, but you can enjoy the lovely Absalom Station.
I do it.
So you guys are somewhere like down here-ish.
Okay.
Ah, the depths.
Level like in the spike is where level 21 is located. But yeah, so you eventually do come to what looks like a fairly unassuming bodega with a sort of a lazy neon sign above that just simply reads "Mama Fats."
How is fat
Quality
spelled?
gourmet meals.
How is
Outside
fat?
of which are two imposing-looking chaps. There's one stocky dwarf with like a sleeveless like leather jacket and like scars running down his arm, and the other one's a tall Vesk who is like eyeing you guys up as you approach.
We took the kid with us, right?
Well, I
Did we,
hope so.
did we take the kid with us?
Yeah, he was going to introduce us. He was
Yeah,
gonna
that's fine.
introduce the snake oil.
I'm gonna shove him forwards.
Well, no, hang on a minute. He's here to introduce the snake oil salesman. Let's not be getting ahead of ourselves.
Okay, all right. What I will do though is I'll put my hand into my pocket, where I will have conveniently placed my pistol. And I will hold it, game ready to shoot from my coat pocket.
As
Like,
he's walking up, he's trying to look like he only has 2 arms.
Yeah.
I'd never see it coming.
He's got arms clasped in front of himself and behind himself.
So anyone from any direction, it only looks like 2.
Yeah.
So he, so the kid getting brought forward, looks at the 2 guys in front of him and just says, hey, Graz, there's these guys who want to see Jabaxa. They're asking about that dwarf guy in the docks the other day. They're pretty insistent.
Nicest ways we've been described.
Put it out there, boys, and say we fucked up there.
Yeah, so do we roll initiative now?
One of them, the Vesk, looks you guys up and down and just sort of mutters something under his breath to the dwarf, and then the dwarf walks back into Mama Fats. He's in there for a minute or so until he comes back out, and he says, 2 of you, leave your weapons here. You can go in and see Jabaxa.
Well, I think Bear should be one of them because I feel like he is a
undoubtedly.
weapon. So
Disarm me, I dare you.
So
they proceed to cut your arm off.
So Mr. Snugglesworth, is there? Who else is?
Somebody who can talk.
yeah,
I
I'm
literally
gonna-
can't talk.
Either Ira or Emmett.
I reckon
Someone with
Brown,
intimidate.
Emmett.
who's got the highest intimidate? No, I've seen this. That's a risky business. You try and intimidate a gangster and it goes wrong, you just end up
I'll
getting
sell
shot.
him. I'll sell him
charisma?
some elixir of life.
To be fair, I do have a 7 in diplomacy.
That seems
But no,
probably
that was
be
my
the
point.
more
We're gonna send
useful
the
skill
snake oil salesman. So yeah, Brown Emmett needs to go in, mate. You
But-
got this, mate.
We just. I have concerns about Brown Emmett's focus on the task at hand.
True.
I know a cure for all ailments.
Yeah, he'll do a
That's
great
the
job
character
selling his snake
Yeah,
oil.
just send him in.
Mate,
He'll-
that's
he'll-
the nature of D&D, Sam. Doesn't always go to plan.
These yokos wouldn't know science if it crapped in their bed.
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
fuck
think it will be
Alright. Can,
funny, which is
can
more
we-
important.
as soon as they on the basis just as a heads up, as soon as they step through the door, Slag is gonna look for an opportunity to quietly slip down
Oh,
inside the building.
what I am going to do is I'm going to whisper to Bear, like through my mind thing, by saying any problems, give us a shout. Because obviously me and Bear can like just talk to each other this whole time, relaying
It's
information.
true. We have regular conversations about all of the rest of you.
Oh no.
Fortunately for us, the bear doesn't talk much.
Cool. So it's Brown Emmett and Mr. Snugglesworth. Is that it?
Yeah.
I cannot believe this represents us, but actually,
Cool.
it's fairly accurate.
Out of curiosity, do they take away my power glove?
They pat you down, and if you want to try and hide something, you can try.
I would like to try and
want to
just
try and hide
casually
something, you
conceal
can
the
get
power
fucked.
glove as if it's just a regular glove and happily hand over my flail.
What bulk is your power?
I am trying to find that now, and I'm annoyed that you asked and didn't just know it.
It's an
Equipment
L,
tab.
so I
Is it-
don't know.
Hang on, let me.
Mine has a L in the column.
It's a. Oh no, that's. Hang on, that's the junk sensor. That's why it doesn't have that. The battle glove is a L.
Make either a stealth, a sleight of hand, or a bluff check. It's up to you.
These all sound like
Bluff.
Just like a strong point.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
It's actually a brace for
just
repetitive
knitting.
strain injury.
It's just for knitting.
Carpal
You-
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know what it's
This
like.
is like the equivalent of Gandalf saying you wouldn't take an old man's walking stick, would you? It's just a
literally-
bear.
Yeah, that's
generic
entirely
nose.
what you want to take an old bear's walking stick.
He's
I
got
need a
it's like
walking stick,
space
guys,
route.
immediately.
Yeah, the dwarf looks at you and goes like, "Yeah, I know how you feel, man." And he like holds up his arm, and he's got one of those like straps that goes around just below the elbow. That's like for tennis elbow.
Can,
Yeah.
I will give him a
Emmett not
reassuring
try and
pat.
Can Emmett not try and convince the guy that the bear needs his thing for?
Well, so,
Oh, no,
I think it's
no,
really
I-
work.
I've just been successful.
He's happy.
Oh right. Oh, I missed
Yeah.
that.
Like, yeah,
I was going to say, he's not letting me keep the flail, but I don't think I can claim it's an emotional support flail. Like,
Amazing
Brown
if that
Emmett,
worked.
you handed over your weapons though.
Yeah, my weapons will be handed over.
That's cool. So yeah, Bear
I
and
still have Pizza Hut.
the dwarf leads you guys into Mama Fat's. It's looks like a pretty normal bodega, with like stacked shelves of like random like groceries and condiments and stuff. There's a long counter at the back, with a large woman.
for the sake of the rest of the party, this is what Bear is currently projecting to my good psychic buddy.
Okay, I'm gonna just be muttering everything under my like loud enough for them to hear me, but not loud enough for like the other guys, like the guards
Just
to hear.
just as well, so
everything that
everybody
Bear's
knows what's
relaying.
going on. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He leads you around the counter and into a back office, where there's 4 more what look like to be level 21 guys just sort of lounging by a table. And he takes you through another door into what used to be a storeroom, but has now been turned into what looks like some kind of nice little lounge.
Oh.
And on there is a nice, well, it's like a little Yosoki chappy
Oh.
down there.
Before we get into this,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. What are we trying to find out?
There it is. There it is.
I know we're going to see this guy, and that's it.
All right.
What
It's
does he
just
know?
stealing.
So you guys have been
Just a very
tasked.
quick rundown.
So you guys have been tasked with finding out why the gangs were fighting in the docks and whether it had anything to do with Durivor Creel, the man
Yeah.
the guy you were sent to meet up with that
Yeah.
got killed.
Yeah.
You ambushed this kid who's a member of the level 21 crew,
Right,
which
and
is
he
one
sent
of
us to his boss.
Because
Yeah,
they were
he's
looking
taken
after
you
the
to his
guy.
boss. He's also told you that the level 21 crew was tasked with protecting Durivor.
Of which they did a shit job for us.
Exactly. They
They
did a
were
fucking
screwed up.
terrible job.
So we're trying to find out why they did such a shit job and why he died.
No,
Also,
we're trying to
make
find out
sure
why they're
find out
in
there's any truth to it and kind of who hired them. You know.
Yeah.
and why they were there at all, because
Yeah.
they don't normally go there. They don't normally go anywhere near the docks.
Yeah.
Very odd job for them.
So it says, hello. I understand you have met with my boy Kips. He's a little talkative.
Wait
So-
a minute. Can you say he's a Yosoki?
Yeah.
And he said, my boy, about the human child.
My boy.
You know, I hate to break this to you, Sam, but people can say "my boy" about people who aren't literally their children.
I was just checking.
You shut
My
your whole
tiny
mouth, Dom.
goblin
I
boy.
was just checking I hadn't massively missed something.
My boy.
Boy.
My boy.
Oh, my boy.
Just
My
checking.
boy.
The
Come
teenager
on.
we had Just checking the teenager we
Hello.
physically abused was like actually a mouse.
He is a little mouse man, yes.
Come with me, my boy.
Now, please have a seat. Now, you guys seem to be asking some very specific questions, and based on the descriptions I have of the operators in the docking bay yesterday, you guys seem to fit the description. So I'm just going to ask you straight, why are you here?
Stumped at the first question.
The bear is looking at you,
No!
proud.
We need to find some information out, please.
Jesus fuck.
What happened to the
Thank you, Beach.
What happened? Oh,
We
my
are all about helping.
Good evening, kind sir.
guys, we are suffering here from the charismatic player. The
Who,
charismatic character played
I
by
have a soft spot for laughs, futsum, and jetsum.
the drunk, uncharismatic human.
okay, I know a lot of things. Who do you, well, can I ask the question
What are
first?
your
Who
boys
is it?
doing down the docks?
Well, I don't like doing business with people I don't know. Who are you with?
I'm just alone.
What is happening?
You know the chicken lawyer from Futurama.
Yeah, I'm getting that vibe. I'm getting that vibe. Yeah, my client pleads insanity because he hired me.
Skepticism is the bastard child of progress, son.
What is happening?
Ira takes out his gun and points it to his own temple. No, I'm kidding.
Jabaxa looks over at Mr. Snugglesworth and just goes, "Is he okay?"
Can we?
Mr. Snugglesworth just kind of shrugs.
Can we do a tag team with this person?
Son with no uncertainty that miracle cures are no laughing matter.
Can we do a tag team and just like implore to the guys on the door and say, guys, I appreciate you sent 2 men in, but because the Bears communicating to Ira what's going on, can we please just swap them over?
I walk up to okay. Ed, I walk up to the guards and I'm just like, I look at them and I go, listen.
My friend's
the guy we
having a
sent
mental
in,
breakdown.
I think he might be having some kind of fucking stroke. Can you pull him out and send me in instead? And I'll give him 20 credits each.
The dwarf looks at the Vesk, who nods. The dwarf leads Ira again. Same thing. He takes all like your weapons off you and leads you around to the back room, where he just kind of like gently, like he seems a bit like weirded out, and then just like coaxes Brown Emmett out and he just walks him out of the
Brown
bodega.
Emmett's not going quietly.
Yeah.
One rule the day you tango with Brown Emmett.
Oh, hello.
What the
I think
actual
it might be
fuck
more
happened?
helpful. I think
Exactly what we
your
thought.
colleague was going to elucidate as to who you represent.
Well,
Fucking disaster.
I look at him and I'm like, Jabaxa, right?
That'd be right.
I'm like, can I call you Bax?
Please do.
Bax, my man.
Back.
Yeah, building rapport, Sam. You know, this is for diplomacy. So, who we are? Well, we are. I wouldn't say the word mercenaries, but we are men of employment who are currently being employed by the Starfinder Society.
Mr. Snugglesworth would like to flex to accent this point.
Yeah. And we recently came across a firefight between a couple of your men and a certain rival gang of yours. And we were actually tasked with finding an individual by the name of Duravor Creel, which I believe you are acquainted with. Am I right?
Roll a diplomacy check.
I will roll diplomacy.
I'm so glad I went. You went instead of me.
Boom.
Even more.
I'm so concerned that our party member has had a stroke and we're just kind of brushing past this.
Good.
See, no, Dom, what's actually happened there is that our player has had a stroke, but we're just not concerned.
Oh, that part we're less worried about.
Once you say that, that's a very good roll. He he doesn't seem to have any sort of he doesn't seem to be too cagey. He seems to sort of like almost sigh when you say it. He's like, yeah, I figured you might be with the Starfinders. I figured when Duravor bought it yesterday, it would just be a matter of time before you guys showed up. Yeah, so I don't know if Duravor made this publicly known within the Starfinders, but he's kind of high up in the Hard Scrabble Collective. You know that mining company that works out of the station here. He
What was the company? Hard
the
Scrabble.
Hard
Scrabble.
Scrabble Collective.
Big fans of Scrabble.
Okay, Karen. Okay.
He goes on to tell you about how the Hard Scrabble Collective are in sort of conflict with another company called Astral Extractions.
Okay.
About something called the Drift Rock, which is a asteroid which has been pulled into station space by what appears to be some kind of ghost ship called the Acreon in the last few weeks. And it's caused a hell of like an almost political incident because the Astral Extractions claim ownership of it, but it's a Hard Scrabble ship who were like kind of subcontracted by the Astral Extraction guys, and it's caused a whole big sort of legal fight, kind of. Duravor was a high-ranking member, well, like a middle-ranking member of the Starfinder Society, but also had a lot of family in the Hard Scrabble Collective, and so was kind of advocating really strongly for him. They'd found out that he might have been in danger from Astral Extractions hiring hitmen to take him out, and so in the form of the Downside Kings, which were the other gang, and so the Hard Scrabble Collective hired Jabax and the level 21 crew to protect him.
I see. So Bax, my man, it sounds like we're in the middle of a proxy war. Is that right?
Kind of like that, yes.
Okay. Now, this was it Downton? I keep forgetting the name. Downwood crew? No,
The Downton crew.
Downton crew.
Downton Abbey's.
Downton Abbey Massive.
Are they? What are they called? Downton.
Downside Kings.
Downside Kings. Sorry, Downside Kings.
Out of interest, who lives further down Spike?
The Downside Kings do.
Now,
So those are the guys, if you remember, you found the gang members you killed all had an upside down crown
yes.
tattoo on, and he tells you that's the symbol for the Downside Kings.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that one of the things we could potentially do is try and take out the Downside Kings. How big is this gang, Downside Kings?
They're pretty. They're just as big as any other two-bit fucking gang around here. They operate out of the puddles, which you guys would, well, especially Shag would know, is like just a fucking slum piece of shit neighborhood.
Yeah, that's fine.
A little bit further down. It tells you they operate out of a club down there called the Fusion Queen. Now they probably know a hell of a lot more of what's going on, but they were the ones who were assigned to take out Duravor. We found out about it, so we hightailed it up to the docks, but we weren't able to fulfill our end of the bargain, and for that, we are actually really apologetic. We feel really bad.
Do I believe him?
Roll sense motive. He seems pretty genuine, really. Like he seems to like you. Like he's been pretty straightforward with you, from what you can tell.
That's fair.
If Mr. Snugglesworth is, then yes.
Oh.
Was that a yes?
I mean, I could also be just relaying this to the party.
Yeah, assuming we know that.
Yeah.
Like,
I forgot. Like the psychic guy is now in here with me. I assume I'm
Yeah.
Oh,
usually
actually,
taking up.
We
I
can,
say
we can project it back out. We
You
just
can't
can't.
project.
We can't
Yeah.
hear replies, so I can send it
Okay.
to
Yeah,
them.
you
We just
can't
can't.
talk
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to the guys in the room.
that's
Although,
really
actually,
annoying.
Isn't me slightly telepathic?
Nope.
Oh.
That is
I-
not a thing.
I am. Sorry.
I want it to be, though.
I desperately want to contribute, but I just can't.
That's fine.
No,
Okay, cool. Right.
unfortunately.
So I'm having a conversation. I look at like Mr. Snugglesworth and I project to him. So what I'm hearing is we probably want to go and investigate the downside kings, and by investigate I mean interrogate.
Fuck
What
up.
do you think?
Brutally.
Snugglesworth will project back, blap blap, and nod.
Blap blap.
He tells
so I'm
you,
gonna-
that sounds, I mean, to me, that would be a win-win.
Okay, and if we do, I'm not saying that we're going to wipe out the downside kings, but if we were to weaken their organization, is there anything that you might want to sort of provide for us as some kind of thank you?
Um,
I mean, you'll be able to extend your power base into anything that they give up.
I tell you what, anything you find in the Fusion Queen, fair game. That includes any of their weapons, gear, hell, even the fucking lighting off the walls.
And Fusion Queen's the bar, right?
The Fusion Queen's the nightclub they operate out
Nightclub.
of. So
Um,
he tells you, like, that's where they keep all their stuff.
Yeah, I will also say to him, like, but if you end up taking over the nightclub, we get free entry and drinks.
My friend, you are welcome anytime.
Decent.
Stick a
Yeah.
drunk bear yet.
I think that's everything we'll ask.
If that's it, yeah, like he stands up, he shakes your hand. Says, if you guys are thinking about moving on them quick, I can get my boys to organize some kind of distraction, which is gonna probably pull some of their guys away. We can't help directly, but we can make sure they're not completely all there.
We'll take what we can get. Appreciate it.
No worries.
And if we want to find them, where's going to be the best place to sort of attack them from if we are going to? Because obviously we know where they are, but is there any kind of you got any intel, any kind of weaknesses on an assault against them?
No. I mean, we know the Fusion Queen, and that place is kind of built specifically against sort of attacks from the rear. There's no back door. There's just the front door. But if you want to know where their offices are, if you head in and then you turn directly left, that's the way you want to go.
Works for me. Okay. Wow. Must say it's been an absolute pleasure.
All right. Pleasure to see you, my friend. And then he leads you guys out.
Yeah.
Well, he like
Gestures for someone else to
Just-
help, I assume.
without gesturing, the dwarf appears again and sort of leads you guys out of the bodega. And,
I like that guy.
They wave you away. By this time, Kips, the whiny teenager, has like kind of like slipped away, and
Yeah.
he's nowhere to be found.
That guy seems very likable. I'm suffering due to Ira's lack of reading his goddamn whisper messages.
Oh, wait.
Whispered them to the bear, and I could have ignored them.
I've been whispering down like ever since they got in the room, and he just hasn't listened to anything.
I've been listening to some of the things.
You haven't responded.
I mean, I've been listening back to you.
I don't know. The last 5 minutes, I've been like, Dad.
I mean, all I'm saying is I desperately want to have
I don't-
input. Give me an in, please, bro. An in. Throw me a bone here. But that doesn't help anything. Like, what did you want?
To talk. That's what he wanted.
I had a suggestion, but I had no way of inputting it.
Oh, okay. Well, my
And now
bad.
it's too late. You've done
What
the.
happens
When I
you
come
send
out,
a
what
psychic
is your
quest
suggestion?
off on their own quest?
Because I can always like try and go back in there. You know, what was the suggestion?
What I was gonna suggest is that it'd be real helpful if, whilst I mean, to be honest, it kind of became redundant when they offered to distract them. I was going to suggest that whilst they may not be interested in attacking them directly, they could potentially ensure that when we did attack them, nobody else turned up to help out by creating some kind of perimeter around the club. It sounds like they're already going to do that in some fashion or
Well, they're
anyway.
going to help us out. That's okay.
Yeah, they're making some kind of like he wasn't big on like specifics, but he made it clear that they were going to do some kind of like distraction to pull most of their forces away.
This is where their distraction is
You know,
crashing the entire space station.
What this is, all this is told me is that I would really, really like to get some kind of short range, like not verbal communication.
You mean like a comm?
Should have thought of.
Learning how to be telepathic. I'm just saying, that's pretty great.
Can you get a telepathic implant? Is that a thing?
Probably.
I'm not allowed implants, so.
Yeah.
Just
Wait,
get
you're
a
not
can on the
allowed
stream.
one.
No, I'm not because I'm a bear.
Yeah, Peter will be on our case if we give Bear an
I'm
implant.
sure I can find some old empty cans in the back of my wagon.
Great reference, Richard. Cool. Let's go ahead after the Downside Kings.
Yep.
Who?
So
You
you
know,
don't need the snake oil salesman anymore, no?
I don't think we ever needed him in the first place. If I'm honest, I think
You can unglue the mustache.
yes.
Oh.
In fact, I'm gonna go to pat him on the shoulder as I'm gonna go, good work, friend. As I reach out, and then instead of patting him on the shoulder, I'm gonna grab the mustache and just rip it off.
My power.
And just
Now that you've made your way back, does anyone want to roll culture to know about, or if someone had profession in like corporations or anything like that, if they wanted to know more about these companies, they can.
mine's in con artist, which makes me think that I should have been the snake. Snake or something. Now I think about it.
Culture. Oh shit, Shag. So Shag is able to tell you. Kind of similar to what Jabaxa said, is that about 2-3 weeks ago, the mining ship, the Acreon, came back into station space out of the drift, and it was towing a large asteroid, which the sort of media has now sort of just called the Drift Rock. And because it was a joint venture with the Hardscrabble Collective and Astral Extraction, it's called all sorts of shit. Hardscrabble's more like a local kind of operation with a lot of like sort of ties to like the lower end of like the station, whereas Astral Extraction is a galactic sort of conglomerate. It's like humongous corporation, and they are known to be not above using sort of less than savory means to get their way.
Big nasty corporations with all their money and their big boots.
Okay, interesting,
what are you
interesting.
guys doing?
I think we
Oh,
need
I
armor up.
had one last question for our Yosoki gangster lord friend.
Mm.
Does he have any explosives going spare?
Did you want to like ask the guys at the front, or like?
Yeah.
Did you wanna, like...
I'll ask the guys at the front. I'll be like,
We're going to take out one of their rivals. So
that's what I'm saying.
take
Yeah, I'll go. Anything that you guys can spare.
anything that goes bang that they don't need.
Well,
I'll take like mining charges will do. Like I'm not fussy.
the dwarf who's been in there after you guys left, and it sounds like he's chatted with Jabaxa a bit, sort of pipes up and says, it sounds like we're going to be running distraction for you guys, so we're gonna need some of that. Sorry.
It's all right. No worries.
Any ideas where we can source some?
Can we get any like?
It gives you some recommendations.
Can
of,
I-
like a couple weapons?
Yeah, I was
dealers.
gonna say, can we try and find just like a canister of like compressed oxygen? Considering that, like, I feel like that's something you could quite get for a space station. Because obviously you could just like shoot one of those, mate. That'll fucking.
I think the trouble is, like, air and oxygen are not the same thing, are they?
The ones that you just passed on the way here were sort of like small, sort of neighborhood sort of weapons shops, which just sell like small arms. But there are like legal like weapons dealers on the station where you can get things like grenades and stuff. So if you had some time to like look around and shop around, like you could find that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's armor dealers and there's like they do like heavy weapons and stuff. Like it is available to like like you guys are mercenaries.
Okay. Yeah.
So did you guys want to do a bit of shopping? Like
Yeah, let's do it. Let's try and get some.
Shopping.
I found comms units.
Skinny frappuccinos are on me.
Hey.
Skinny bug frappuccinos. Cool. There. I mean, there's a couple places you can go. They're all basically they all have a lot of similar stuff, unless you guys were looking for something very special. But yeah, the what sort of things are you guys wanting to buy?
I want to buy a horse.
I'm trying
I'm
to work
good.
out
I have
what.
a flail that has a chance to explode. I
That's a
can't see
hard one.
where this could be better.
I'm just trying to see what I could actually afford right now. Just having a little look.
So you do find there is a weapons dealer that you guys do manage to track down, which does have grenades.
Decent.
They sell sort of smoke grenades, frag grenades, hollow grenades, shot grenades, and sticky bomb grenades, all sort of Mark 1s.
Nice.
Which is cheapest?
Cheapest is the frag grenades at 35 credits.
I'll take 10.
That is
Oof.
doable. Yeah, so you take 10.
Oh,
So make
sorry.
sure you mark down the bulk.
I didn't mean
of
to-
those,
I didn't mean to
though,
roll
'cause
that
each one of
one.
those is going to be light. So all 10 of those
Oh, wait.
together.
Well, I don't want to keep rolling it. I'm trying to change the number. God damn it. There we go. Oh,
whilst you guys are thinking about that, I just need to quickly.
Ed, my encumber is flashing purple.
Because I think you put the bulk as 1 for each of them.
Oh, what's it meant to be?
L. So 10 of them should end up as 1 bulk.
Ah, there we go. It's gone down there. It's not purple anymore. Lovely. Thanks.
Oh.
So also comms units are like 7 credits.
Wait, 7, like not 70, just 7.
7, but you can get better ones that are system wide for $4,000 or
System wide seems ambitious.
yeah, and a little bit unnecessary because we're all going to be quite close together.
Yeah. So what's the minimum? What's the like distance on the normal ones? I feel like that's an answer for Ed to give that you can't right now.
Oh, cool! They come with games. That's important
lovely.
information.
Oh, that's weird. Why do I have credits and wealth as separate numbers?
Wealth is the total
Because
credit.
wealth is like
all
how
that.
much, like the wealth of friends that we made along the way.
Well, no, wealth is the value of all the items you're carrying.
That's boring.
Yeah, your wealth. There's like I can't remember how it writes it, but there's like liquid assets, and there's like the value of everything you own.
Yeah, so it has credits and it has wealth. The wealth is like
credits and wealth are different.
plus all the wealth is like plus all the value of the items you're carrying.
Yes.
So if comms are 7 credits a pop,
Mm-hmm.
it's safe to assume we can all afford to get a set of comms so that we can communicate without at some sort of distance.
Literally can't
Yeah,
use
maybe-
comms. Although I
like
can
standard
hear.
headsets.
Oh, actually,
yeah.
yeah.
The
All
little
right, I'll
earpieces.
pay 7 credits and get a headset.
7 was it?
When we say 7 credits, is that like a chunky headset, or are we talking like throat mics?
Oh yeah, no, you can. They're pretty sleek and pretty. I mean, you can get
They're-
fucking
they're-
AirPods.
They're
now,
Bluetooth,
like,
yes. They're Bluetooth
Yeah.
headsets.
You get like
They're
little
really
earpieces,
arrogant.
little throat mic kind of things, however you kind of want it. There's different sort of styles.
It's not anything just not like something that's going to fall off in the middle of a gunfight.
Oh no, there's like some pretty like sturdy, like tactical kind of gear.
Just reading about necrografts.
What?
Necrografts. There is. I'm just looking at augmentations because been playing Cyberpunk.
As a minor aside, has anyone looked at the rules for Cyberpunk Red yet?
No, yeah, why?
I imagine they'll be buggy.
Shots fired! I just wondered because I know we all enjoy Cyberpunk a lot, but the rule set was the weakest point of it. So.
Yeah, I will be looking into it.
But not today.
Yeah,
Not
but
today, Zerg.
not right now. Yeah.
Today, Zerg.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I actually want to buy yet. I'm saving up money for some things in the future. I don't want to talk about.
Shag can't comprehend the concept of not just buying more explosives.
Save up so I can buy a big stick to hit people with.
Is that me just wailing?
Yeah.
No. Not me. I'm going to have some whiskey.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Okay, cool. I guess we're going to head down to the Downey Kings or whatever they're called.
Yeah, let's
You know?
go to the down.
The Downey Kings.
Downsy Kings.
No offense to anyone. Sorry, Richard.
Sorry, buddy.
Huh? I don't understand the reference.
Because your stream. Definitely don't think that
Go with
wasn't
that.
making any other hints there.
I think I streamed this
Yeah.
live, so I can't edit it.
Look, got the right number of chromosomes. That's just one less thing to feel down about.
Cool.
Let's move on.
Is anyone else wanting to buy anything? Do any more shopping?
Not yet. No.
That's cool. 1 sec. You got 'em all. Good boy.
I mean, just if someone was looking at augments, how long do they take / to recover?
I'm looking at like some of the melee weapons that are coming up.
Cool. So you guys all heading down to the puddles to go see the fusion, to go to the Fusion Queen.
Yes.
We're leaving anyone
Right,
behind,
mate.
yeah.
Sick. Okay. Let me bring you. Yeah. Can you guys drop your things down in the bottom right here?
Out of curiosity, should we be able to see more than the black square?
Can you see anything more than the black square?
I've just dropped it down, I think, but it's still black square.
Fuck's sake. Every fucking time.
Where did you want it? Sorry, which corner?
Bottom right.
The bottom right, down here. Let me just double check something, because this is the first one I've actually put like the dynamic lighting.
Oh, you might need to make our tokens have sight.
Oh, you're a
But
genius.
if you do that and then you update the token on our character sheet, it means that in the future when we drop them down, we'll have the sight.
Just DM things.
Yeah, let me just.
Mate, look at me, fucking big braining over here. Like it's almost
Big
like I had the
brain's fair.
responsibility once.
Have you got a big brain because you got such a big head?
Yeah, that's literally it, Andy. Yep.
You can,
Actually, I've got a big head because I've got a big brain.
you can
And he's got a little head.
And he's got a little head there for you.
He got a little brain.
And he's got a little walnut brain, and he.
Richard,
I
can
reckon.
you see?
I reckon Andy's
I can.
entire head would fit inside Dan's skull.
He got a little walnut
You can wear
brain,
Dan's
hasn't
skull like a helmet.
He He got a shit
If I-
little walnut brain.
He
If
got a
Andy
little
wanted
walnut brain.
he could
Shitty
wear his
little
skull.
walnut. He got a shitty little walnut in his head, didn't he?
Hello, little walnut brain.
And there it goes. There goes the session. Bye bye bye.
We were so close.
Walnut week.
Walnut weeks. Oh,
Oh, hello.
hello, walnut weeks.
How's the fix
Fine.
going, Ed?
I'm gonna serve you both of you in a
Are
minute.
some people beginning to start to see things?
I still can't see anything.
I've just evicted them to the collapsing cave until they.
Thank you.
sort
Thank
themselves
you.
out.
I appreciate that.
Have you learnt the lesson?
Fuck you. I don't like you when you abuse your physical powers. You're a cunt.
Tom hasn't come back yet.
Yeah.
I brought him back.
Sam, can you see?
Yes, I can see.
Ah, so it's the legacy lighting things I need to do. Yes. No, I am.
Yeah, if you update the tokens in
Yeah.
our character sheets, then you shouldn't need to worry about that in the future.
That is cool. I will do that.
Oh, I can see.
If it's any consolation, Ed, like Roll20 is a really fucking shitty system to
Ooh, I
use.
found myself in a very
not just
different
you.
You got a little walnut brain, that's why.
Can everyone see now?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Who's not on the map?
Probably Andy.
Hey,
Oh, no, Andy is.
No, Emmett's there.
Tom. It's Tom. the
I
other
can't see
person.
anything.
it cuts off like half square. Like,
Am I doing something?
Can you see now, Tom?
I still have a black screen.
You probably need to drop your token.
is that because your laptop's off?
Oh, you meant to turn the laptop on?
Uh,
No, I'm dropping them in.
what about now?
Oh no, I can see things, and there's two
lots
of me now.
tins.
Are they full of
Oh.
tomatoes?
Lots of tins of tomatoes.
Cool.
Lots of them.
Everyone, fuck's sake. Some
What's
more
your favourite brand of tin tomatoes?
can. So everyone's on the map and they can see.
Yes.
Groovy. Cool. So what do you guys do? So you're out. You come up to the Fusion Queen. It's kind of bustling. Like outside here, I know it's not on the map, but you can see like a line of punters wanting to get in, and there's the bouncers at the front here. There's a big sort of like neon sign, sort of saying the Fusion Queen, which has the inverted crown symbol just underneath of the Downside Kings. And there's like thumping music, sort of like bassy music coming from the doors every time they open to admit new people.
Is there a queue?
Yeah, there's a queue going down to about here-ish. There's about sort of a dozen people in there, various sort of like races and stuff, but they all look pretty more on the young side.
Should we get in the queue?
Yeah. Let's.
Depends. Are we even going to get let in? You know, we're a bunch
You
of men.
want
We're
to
going
join, you wanna join the queue?
What we're going to try and do is
Cute.
remember we have to go immediately left after getting in. So.
I-
What we
I
want
feel
to
like
do is
We're
if
too
we.
fucking. Surely we're too pro to fucking queue.
Wait, hang on. All right, look.
I like queuing.
I'm not proud of this.
I reckon
Is
is
anything
Everyone
that
wants their turn.
and
Everyone
to be
wants
a
to go in.
celebrity.
I was going to say, I'm going to try and blag it. I'm going to try and walk down there, and
Everyone's gonna hate
push
you
my way
there.
through. Everyone's gonna hate me, and I'm gonna fucking revel in it.
I'll be the big guy who stands behind you, who they're scared of.
Yeah.
That's my entire job in this.
I'll
in
use,
Starfinder.
gonna
I'll
be
use my
good.
forearms to help part the crowd.
Yeah. So
There's got to be.
Ed,
a
I'm gonna try and
prototype
walk down there, and
forearms.
I'm gonna try and push past the queue, and like walk to the front and just be like, I'm a VIP, and I've got a booth booked already.
The guy over here who's sort of a really sort of massive human sort of tattoos. He's got like a skin tight kind of wife beater thing going on. He's got a data pad. He looks at it and just sort of squints at you, looks down, and goes, "Name."
Can I see any of the names as he's looking at it?
Make a perception check.
I'll take a perception check. Yep.
You see a name on there, and you think you catch the name Kringleberry.
I'm gonna say Kringleberry, but as I do, I'm gonna like let my voice like catch a bit in my throat, so that it's like, and then just like carry on, and then say it again, but almost like a little bit rushed through. So like it sounds kind of like I just like got my words caught up as I'm saying it, but no.
Oh, so you're kind of like just like mumbling it a bit.
No, I'm saying it like it's almost like I'm a little bit drunk, you know, as I'm saying it. If that makes sense, you know, when you're like trying to stutter your words a little bit when you're drunk.
He sort of squints at you. Make a bluff check.
Oh, I've normally got a good buff. That's just terrible.
Let me roll something for him.
Oh wait, one second. Let me just double check something. Would me having the profession of a con artist help at all?
I would allow you to roll. Con artist doesn't give you anything specific in like the trait thing, does it?
I don't think so. No.
Maybe check that later because it might do. But I think you could probably use your profession skill if you wanted instead of your bluff.
My bluff is better than my.
Okay. Well, never mind.
But I'm just looking at what the con artist does.
So he kind of looks you up and down and kind of just sort of looks at the other guy and just shrugs and he says, "All right," and then hand over any weapons.
I will hand him over my longsword, obviously, but I'm going to try and keep my pistol on me.
Okay.
Does he seem to be letting the whole group in, or just Kringleberry here?
Well, I'm gonna like just wave the group in, like without even questioning it, just like I expect them to be coming in with me. If that makes sense.
How with that? Roll a diplomacy.
Nice. As I hand him my sword, I'm gonna hand it to him like hilt first.
So
Not
you
hilt
bluff
first.
him
Sorry,
to
like the sheath first. So if like it does get grabbed, I'm still holding onto the hilt. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Just in case shit goes wrong.
Yeah.
Diplomacy 12.
Yeah. So the bluff was to kind of like establish your persona.
Yeah.
And yeah. This guy really didn't roll well. He's like, how many? Yeah, sure. Everyone, hand him over. So Ira, you're trying to hold onto your pistol.
Yes.
So you can roll similar to whoever it was. Bear rolled before. You can roll like stealth. But I don't think you could roll bluff on this one. It would either be stealth or sleight of hand to kind of conceal that pistol somewhere on your person. So as the other guy's patting you down, he finds it and goes like, and
I'm just gonna shrug like it's no big deal. Like,
yeah, they seem pretty used to people trying to like hide stuff. So he deposits it in a chute on in the wall about here.
Okay.
And he gives you a ticket and just says like, pick it up on your way out. And then
Coat check. Can Snugglesworth try and do the same thing as before with the archer's brace?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Anyone
bluffer.
else who wants to like conceal anything or
Yeah.
try to conceal anything?
I mean, I have the advantage of like being able to do damage because of my solar manifestations anyway.
Yeah, I'd
So, like-
take a punt and say I don't want to hand over any weapons.
God damn.
Can I
What weapons have you got? Snugglesworth.
I'm carrying a survival knife and a laser pistol, and many grenades.
I would say
Just
you can't
jangle
carry
pockets.
all 10 grenades in there. with
I'm
you.
carrying 15, so I'll take 5.
So you can't, yeah, you can't kill 15. I would say, yeah, you could pick the, you could have that. That's a really fucking good roll.
How far through the process of shoving all
So
10 up?
I've got access to my pistol, my knife, so I had to leave behind 10 grenades.
10 grenades.
So these guys at the door just think I'm a fucking lunatic. 'Cause I had no weapons other than 10 grenades.
Yeah, they look at you like, what the fuck?
And they're asking him to just slide these grenades down a chute.
Like,
Whilst this
after
is
he finds the first one, he like gives you a thorough pat down, but like you are like kind of doing some kind of like weird.
have you seen Now You See Me Too?
Yes.
Yeah, the fucking card.
Yes. You're doing that, like just sort of moving the stuff around you and like sort of misdirection
pocket,
kind
boys,
of thing
secret
as
pocket.
you're like moving it around. And yeah, he Bear,
I like to think he gets about halfway down and then just realizes that he's actually patting down a goblin and just decides it's better for his health if he stops there.
you like wink at him at one point and he just goes like,
Kill it.
yeah,
maintain
Bear,
icon.
you managed to bluff your power glove through again.
Great success. Yep.
Ed, quick question. When I go in, I'm going to go to quickly move over to the bar straight away, and I'm going to buy whatever looks like the sturdiest bottle of alcohol, so that I have an
Okay.
improvised weapon if need be of a bottle.
We will get to that in a second.
Just be aware of that.
Is
Yeah, yeah.
everyone else coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anyone
I'm
else
good.
trying to conceal things or?
I'm going to keep all my weapons.
All right, roll me sleight of hand or stealth.
Uh,
Probably be more sleight of hand, but I'll do it for stealth. Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
He doesn't actually hand over any weapons. He just steps through the door without being seen.
Yeah, like whilst that's all going on, and like there's like obviously like this guy is keeping an eye on the line, and this guy is like patting you guys down one at a time.
Carrying
Yeah, like,
grenades.
yeah, like
Sleep
Tim just like
to crawl up.
confidently walks through. No one notices.
Nice.
Brown Emmett, what are you trying to conceal?
My insanity.
Yeah, you have like a rifle.
But you carry like a two-handed rifle.
I'll let
rifle?
I'll let you know right now.
I'll give over my rifle.
Challenge.
I'll give over my rifle
But I want to keep.
willfully.
I want to keep. I will willfully give over my rifle, but I want to keep my knife.
Keep your what?
My knife.
Yeah, no, you
what
managed
do I
that
say?
roll. You managed to
Huh?
keep like your knife like hidden in your boot, and it manages to get through the pat down.
Can I keep my attitude as well?
Yeah, you can keep your attitude.
But
No
you
one can
lose-
take that
you-
away from you.
You lose your snake oil persona. No more.
What do I say?
Enough.
So yeah, you guys move on.
That's not snake oil persona, dum dum.
So you
Ooh.
guys make it.
Oh, this looks like a fucking party here, boys.
Oh. Oh. And oh. And you guys are all in.
Shag's gonna lounge against the bar, right next to
so-
the door.
Yeah, in the far left-hand corner is the bar, sort of wrapping around the corner. In the
I'm gonna go
far
over here.
right-hand corner is like a big stage where there's like a DJ set going on. There's some live performers. There's a couple guards, sort of like conspicuously, sort of in the corners, sort of like mainly just to keep people from sort of jumping on stage. And there's like a heaving dance floor
Ed,
over there.
can you describe the DJ?
So there's this hulking Vesk, sort of lizard man, but he's got this big frond, sort of like of like spines and like fin going down the middle, which is like electric blue. You don't know if he's like tattooed it or like or like colored it in some way. He's wearing like this big coat, like it's all like bright white. It does look like a lab coat. And it just says DJ BR
Yeah, boys.
on the decks.
That's amazing.
My understanding of lizardman biology is a bit limited, but I believe that big colourful front is their genitals.
It's one of those type of clubs.
Ooh.
Just know, everybody, that I put on the playlist, and at some point or another, the Beach Boys will play.
So, whilst that's going on, Ed, I'm gonna go out to the bar and like try and get like I don't know, like a magnum of champagne. And be
Okay.
like,
No, because the Beach Boys has been deleted off your playlist.
Is it fuck?
So yeah, you managed to finally get after a couple minutes of trying to get noticed at the bar, you put some cred sticks down, and then they quickly come
No.
over.
Before the cred sits, I'm going to try and put it on the tab of the VIP table that I booked because I'm definitely that celebrity.
Cool.
That's my plan.
Okay.
Also, like a bucket
It's a
of
pre-booked
champagne.
table, so I'm assuming if it was a booked table, they booked it with a card.
Roll bluff again for me.
Okay.
You've gotten in, so it will be a lot easier.
Ha.
Yeah, like there's just this disinterested like girl who's just like, yeah, whatever. And it's just like she's like in business mode. She's like the drinks like flying out of her hands constantly. So she just literally like she just literally leans in, asks for the name, and then just hands you like this humongous fucking bottle of alcohol.
Decent. Cool. I'm gonna hold on to it and just like pretend that I'm drunk. Well, like I'm gonna open it, obviously, maybe have a swig, see if it's nice. It's probably not. And then I'm gonna like hold on to it and like wander around like I'm a little bit drunk, and we're gonna head to the left. But this is like improvised weapon.
Can we get some Jaeger bombs for the party as well?
Quick question: like, what if I need to use it as a weapon? What kind of damage am I expected to do with it as an improvised weapon?
I would say it would be using your strength. What is, just for comparison, what does your longsword do?
My longsword is. Where is it? It's
Let's just get drunk here.
1d8 plus 3.
1d8 plus 3.
My combat knife is a 1d6.
So this will be like, as an improvised weapon, it'll be a 1d4 plus whatever your strength modifier is, but be aware that it could potentially break if you hit someone with it.
It's fine. Then it's a new kind of weapon.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm assuming I wouldn't be proficient in it.
Is there like an improvised weapons? What are you proficient in? Because this would, to me, this would count as like basic melee.
I am proficient in a Solarian, definitely melee weapons. Let me just check what I would be proficient in.
You are proficient in
weapon proficiency, basic and advanced melee weapons and small arms.
Yeah. No, you would be proficient. Yeah.
Decent. Okay.
Cool. So yeah, as you guys are looking in, so that's kind of the bar. Like over here, where the dance floor is heaving. Over by the bar is again like really busy, and the booths over here are like crammed with people. Except this one right over in the corner, which is got a reserved thing on it, but wherever that guy is isn't arrived just yet.
Didn't just so I'm not going mad. The entrance, we were told the way to go was to the left. Yeah.
Yes, so it's So the door here, right where Shag is.
Shag is going to do an impression of being quite drunk and kind of being hunched over the bar.
Yeah.
And try and kind of let his big coat hang, so no one can see him like just casually pushing
Trying
along.
to breathe all the grenades out of his asshole. Yeah.
Yes, shooting the grenades out and then also picking the lock on the door.
So this is a big, sturdy sort of metal door which has a big sign on it which just says "Staff Only." On it, there is what looks to be. We don't need to roll. It's just a very simple, like card reader.
Yes.
Card reader.
Fuck it! Oh, that was a shitty roll. Fucking. I rolled a 3.
So because you're right next to the bar, you are sometimes getting bumped by people, and it's really hard to do that whilst also being like inconspicuous, and it's pretty hard. It's pretty difficult.
Can I recruit some assistants to like shield me from the crowd?
Can I do a computer's check?
Bear and I start like headbanging. And by Bear, I mean Mr. Snogglesworth.
Oh, shame for him.
We start a mosh pit elsewhere.
Who's buying the rum and Pepsis?
I'll get the rum and Pepsis.
Is Coke
Rum
okay?
and Dr. Pepper.
Welcome to the future. Is Coke okay?
I know.
What a dystopia!
You don't have Dr. Pepper.
So Tin, you're able to look at the card reader and you're able to tinker around with it, but it does seem like it's of decent sort of grade that you would. I mean, given some time, if you were able to completely tear this thing apart and you had the tools, you could get into it, but without any of those things, you might need the actual key to get in, or like one of the keys.
Okay. So, can I see anybody in here that looks like they might have a key?
So, standing on the stage and by the stage are what look to be security. They're sort of very conspicuous. Like, they're not in suits, but they're guys who are just in all black, and you can just about see they've all got headsets on.
Yeah.
These two guys on the stage are just looking at the crowd, making sure they're not getting in. But this guy by the side is sort of looking around, like keeping an eye on things in the club generally.
Is it common for people to see bears in clubs?
Roll. Does anyone want to roll a perception check?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't. This is every club I've ever been in has had a bear in it.
Oh my god.
Tell me I'm wrong.
He's right.
Ira, you got a -1
Yeah.
perception. Fuck. Yeah, no, that's still pretty decent though.
I'm not wise.
No, well, Ira, as you're looking around, you don't see any other bears, but you do see like a bunch of different stuff. You see mostly humans, but you do see dwarves, you do see like elves, a couple half orcs, 1 or 2 gnomes, some Sheeran, some Lashunta. There's like a good sort of mix of people of all the various races of the Pact Worlds. No bears.
Can I make a suggestion that Shag gets into a fight with someone and I try and steal some keys of a bouncer?
Why don't we make the bear get in a fight?
No, because
No,
you're
I'm
more
cool.
likely to be getting into a fight because no one would want to fight a bear.
It's
Why
true.
don't?
But a shitty little goblin,
I don't know.
give him a smack. Give a shitty little goblin a smack.
I think if you're in
Little goblin.
if you're in a
I'd smack
room,
a goblin.
there's always going to be some arsehole that wants to fight the biggest man in the room. Like the bear is going to attract the
Can I-
No,
can
no,
I-
an annoying little
I've got-
annoying little goblin.
Is anybody giving
have an
me the
idea.
eye in the fight you the fucky way. Both are good.
Why does
Bear,
why doesn't-
roll. Mr. Snuggles. I keep calling you Bear. I
Fine.
wonder. Mr. Snugglesworth, please roll sense motive.
And motive. Where's that?
Anybody giving you the stink eye?
Bam. 18. Hey.
So you see over here, sort of just on the outside of the dance floor, there's this big Lashunta guy. He's pretty sort of stocky. He's dancing with another Lashunta, a woman, and he's looking around very sort of like suspiciously, almost like a sort of are you looking at my woman kind of thing. And he has noticed you as like almost like literally head and shoulders above most of the crowd, as like he's just kind of like eyeing you up a little bit, just to,
There's
like,
a
make sure, but you're
reoccurring
keeping your
problem.
distance, so he's not really paying too much mind to you.
Shag's gonna go nudge there and gesture towards the miserable looking hunter, and just sort of do a little like fist bump mime.
Could we
Alright.
not have a fake fight
Bearing
where
in-
Shag gets
bearing
thrown
in
through
mind-
the door?
The Shunters are slightly psychic, so you could call him out psychically.
Oh, that's good.
Oh. Am I
And,
close enough that I can
he-
psychically like project to him? I think
What is the
like
range?
30
It's like 30 feet, I think.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
something like that, isn't it? Yeah.
Project him an image of you kissing his girl.
If you moved a little bit closer, yeah,
Tell you what, I will just shuffle over here to this table.
he's about here. Yeah,
Yeah, cool. So there's still a couple people between us.
yeah.
I'm gonna look at his girl, kind of look her up and down, not subtly at all, and then psychically project the image of me dancing very close with her to him.
He just like
Maintain the eye contact.
you just he there's a moment of like bewilderment, and then he like locks eyes with you very quickly and just goes, "The fuck, brah!" And
As
like,
soon as
just
he does that, I want to change the mental image to me dancing with him very closely.
yeah, that's the one where he kind of like starts like shoving the girl out of the way and starts making like trying to wade his way over to you.
There we
When he does, he kind of like squares up to you, like pushes you in the chest. He's like, "You think you're funny, bruh? You want to go, bruh?"
Oh, good. We're in Florida.
Sorry, fucking voice out there. I need a minute.
It's amazing.
I got all day, bruh.
Okay, hang on. So this guy, we can just psychically project like back and forth. He can't like read my thoughts, right? Is that?
No, he can't read your thoughts. You have to like. It would be like you just say things, but you're saying it with your mind.
Okay, so I want to psychically project to my buddy Ira very quickly, just with a go, 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 and then I want to push this guy.
That's since I don't have a token for him. You are gonna be. I'm gonna check.
I made a token for him.
Yeah, this guy will
Ooh,
be him.
that's perfect.
Can
That's douchey enough.
Mr. Snugglesworth, can you roll me initiative?
Who's stealing the thing from the security?
I'll steal them.
okay.
There it is. I've had better than that.
7.01.
Yeah, I don't. I'm assuming that's the tiebreaker. Yeah.
It's for tiebreakers and
Yeah.
initiative, yeah.
Cool.
Oh shit! There you
Cool. Fucking go, boy.
go. So I'm gonna say like Tin. It will probably take you at least one round to get over to this
Oh.
guy.
What I'm going to try and do is go over with like slightly behind him, so that what I'm going to do is just like go that Lucian's has just started on Bear, so like the Bear doesn't get thrown out.
Oh,
Make it
yeah.
clear that Bear's the victim.
Okay.
That's
Well,
my
he's
plan.
got the first hit, and
Yeah,
he
that's-
is.
I've just psychically projected it, so he's going to start the fight with me now.
Ah, cool. In which case, yeah, never
so
mind
he's
what I
gonna
just said.
take a swing
Ignore
at
me.
you. Does
Start
a
on
21 hit?
Against what? Yes.
Your KAC. That's gonna be. Oh, he hits you like right on the jaw. That's going to be 3 damage.
3. Okay, cool. So 17.
So Bear is
Alright.
perfectly fine.
And
Bear is
as you're sort of like,
I was going to say,
stepping
he
back
better
a bit,
hit really hard, because if he gets hit back, it's going to hurt.
See, hang on, my headset needs to be plugged in. Sorry, a second.
He's made a very poor choice.
You've chosen poorly.
This is literally like if you don't knock this man down with your first hit, you're gonna enter a
Okay.
world.
Now, Bear's plan is to make it look like that really hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, so to the outside perspective, whining like, and then psychically projecting just like every profanity under the sun I can at this guy.
The hairiest of balls dangling in his girlfriend's face.
Oh, that's much better. Thank you, good psychic
They
buddy.
are.
I am just
They are
projecting
musty as well.
horrible,
pleasant.
I
They
do.
ran a marathon and then dangled them in her face.
All right. Is that what you're doing for your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Beating up a bear who is poor and innocent and doing nothing wrong.
Roll a. I think is there performance? I don't think there is. I don't know if this will be more of like a
I really don't know what it fits under.
either a kind of like a bluff check. I almost think is probably the closest.
It's
here.
probably the closest. Yeah, all right, I'll go for that. Oh my god, what is with my bluff rolls
It's
today?
pretty fucking good.
Guys,
What do you your bluff is just 0.
My bluff is dead 0.
Damn.
Just my rolls.
Yeah. So it's at this point. Well, this guy is it's sort of pretty difficult to get through the crowd, but they do fucking notice this guy coming on.
Bullying a poor bear.
6. This guy's jumping down. It's much harder for him to wade through, so he only gets to there. This guy's staying up on the stage. It's his turn again. He's gonna try and swing at you again. And he is gonna roll a 19, I imagine.
Yeah.
He is going to do 2 damage. To you.
Guys, I'm really injured.
And then it's your turn again. Are you just kind of still sort of selling it?
So now with the second one, I want to really kind of sell it as if I've just been knocked backwards, and I kind of want to try and stagger away from him while just projecting the image of now instead it is him who's getting the bear balls. Seems to be a really great trigger for him, so
Roll another bluff check.
This is going to be the one I'm going to screw up now, but No, what is
Not
this?
even close. That's funny.
Oh my god!
Like you fall into the arms of like a beautiful woman, like this very buxom dwarven lass, sort of right behind you, and she's very sympathetic. She's like, "Oh no, you poor dear." As these guys arrive, and this guy grabs onto him and starts like wrestling with him. And I mean, if it's all right with you, we can sort of exit combat now because
Yeah.
tension is kind of
That could not have gone better.
pretty fucking good.
What is with my bluff roll?
Fucking hell.
Because it wasn't a bluff, it was true. This is what Bear was really thinking.
All Bear is ever thinking about is just fucking these people.
So over the next, like, this guy's shouting, "No, brah, he was dissing my woman," and they're like, "Yeah, fucking whatever." And it's like 2 guys like grab him by either arm, and he's like struggling and he's putting up a fight. Was anyone else doing anything at this point?
Can I roll sleight of hand to snag a pass off of one of the security guards as he goes by?
I thought that was what me was going to do.
Oh, me was doing nothing.
Oh.
He's just
I
getting
think it was
hammered.
Tim.
Was it Tim? Oh, no, it was Tim. God.
Oh, no,
was.
Tim did say, yeah. So Tim roll sleight of hand.
We can get 2.
Yep.
Could only
I think I might have been out of the room when you said that you were going to do that. So.
No, sorry. No, well. So yeah, Tin kind of just misses out on it, but Shag does manage to, because like these guys are just like moving about, but Shag is managed to kind of able to notice the key sort of on a little like reel on the on this guy's belt, and he does manage to snag it, and with his survival knife, is just able to like snip it off and sort of like disappear back into the crowd there as this guy gets let out,
Decent.
booted out, and then these guys
And stay out.
start like dust their hands off and sort of head back to their posts.
Can Mr. Snugglesworth go with the lovely buxom dwarvish lady?
Yes.
No.
You know,
No.
she can tend to my battle wounds, and I will think to the rest of the party. Don't wait up.
I'm gonna think to Mr. Snugglesworth. We ain't got time for that. We're about to go in.
So yeah,
Leah's
no,
giving
you
him
have
4
you have
thumbs
a
up.
card, depending on whatever you guys want to do now.
Go into the side room.
Give her my number, I guess.
All right, so who's at the door?
Well, I assume Shag is. How are the security? And can anyone see what's going on in the? Anyone looking at the door, keeping an eye on the door at all?
Not especially. Like, there's like barmen behind the bar here, but they're kind of distracted mostly by all the patrons. Like,
No worries. I think we just go through like bold as brass, like we know we're supposed to be there.
Just so I know, can you guys like line up your tokens in whatever order you guys are going through?
So
Fine, I will leave my lovely buxom now.
Just give me a number. You've got to communicate in
I
there.
will. I will give her my number 100%. I'm coming back for this dwarvish lady.
The only problem is he has a communicator, so she can call him and just talk. And he's just like,
Really
Just
good
can't say
listener.
anything back.
So you guys are opening it then, are you?
that's correct. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, Shag, you sort of wave the card over the sensor, and when you do, door opens, and you notice these 3 guys sitting at a table, and they look up at you and go, "Wait, hang on," and we're going to go into combat.
Nice.
Can I like barrel roll through the door to the side?
In a second, when it's your turn, I will say
I tried.
that you guys will get a surprise round.
Decent.
Oh, I rolled before you did initiative. Should you roll anyway?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. There you go.
I will. Oh, I can take what I've got. That's okay.
Yeah,
Decent.
I'm having a great day for rolls, guys.
I know,
I'm ready
right?
to miss every single attack in combat.
Mr. Snugglesworth is feeling like a god right up until we get into this fight, and then it's
I am
gonna...
full max. Tiny little silver red.
everything's coming up built out for Mr. Snugglesworth.
Cool. Let me just.
Oh man.
That
Do I need
everyone.
to select a token while I do this initiative roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to select your token. I can, just select your token and roll initiative. I can put 24.05 in there. I'll take that. Is that everyone?
Yeah, I think so.
Sweet. So yeah, it's around Emmett. You are rolling. You are going first, my man.
Well. Can I, as I walk up, grab a glass or a bottle from the bar?
Yeah, don't you be able to see one? Yep.
Can I swipe one as I approach the door?
A rum and Pepsi.
Yeah, a bottle of Peps. Right, and then can I just hoon it at this guy?
Sure. It would be a strength check plus your basic. It would just essentially be the same as any of your melee attacks. So just be
literally just click the word strength.
so it'd be strength. Yeah, just roll strength. What is your bab? your basic attack bonus.
My BAP.
Your BAB.
I don't know.
Let me have a
These
look.
things.
It will be at the very top. Luke.
This is a dope song.
So your BAB is 3/4. So 3/4 of 2. So yours would be it would just be 1 for right now. So yes.
Oh, BAB.
Yeah.
I see BAB.
So if you look on the envoy,
sneaky little thing hiding away there.
so your envoy thing on like the class thing, would tell you how much your BAB is. So yeah, yours at level 2 is just 1. So yeah, your roll is a 14, so that's a 15. That does hit. Who is it? You're just throwing at this guy.
Yeah.
Can you roll me? What did I say? A D4, please.
Oh yeah.
So what's your strength modifier?
0.
So yeah, you do 2 damage to that guy. You hit him sort of like right in like the shoulder, and it sort of smashes. Still had a little bit of stuff in there, so it like splatters all over him, and it's all like sticky and horrible. Yeah, he's not very happy.
Can I utilize my get 'em improvisation?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. So
On that
yeah.
Same guy.
Yep. So that
Is the guy near it?
Yeah.
That guy has a get 'em on it. So everyone who attacks him has a +1.
Decent.
Cool. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Ira.
Okay, so I'm not going to do my armor because that's going to use my move action, but I am going to go photon mode.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it? Wait, what's the after the turn order?
It's
I'm a
Bear.
bit thrown, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's bear and then it's not me.
Why
Yeah.
was Andy? Wait, why was Andy first?
Wait, why is it? Oh, sorry, I was scrolled down. Sorry, that was my bad. Yeah, sorry.
I
It's
just
there.
went first because I was told to go first.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was scrolled down on the turn order. That's why that happened.
Very
I
confused.
do apologize.
10 out of 10 recommend drag the turn order bigger so you can see everyone at once. Really helps.
Yeah,
It's all good.
doing that right now. Fixed.
10.
Thank you.
So Tim's
Right.
go.
Sorry, tin tomatoes. I like put in that initiative as well. Yeah, so Tin, what are you doing?
Smooth brain.
He's ordering
Okay.
some rum and Pepsi.
Rum and Pepsi Max.
Let's stagger up to these guys. 1 rum and Pepsi, please.
Yeah.
Then stab him.
Stab
Where do I where? Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'll just run straight in and stab this guy.
Yep.
I'll do my. Hang on. Where's my character sheet?
You're doing your trick attack.
Do my trick attack.
Yeah, so you need to
Trick
roll
attack.
whatever it is your sleight of hand, I think.
Attack!
Oh, stealth.
Oh, stealth, yeah.
That's a 2.
So let me just remind myself. Trick attack, no, unfortunately that does not do. But yeah, you still can roll the attack. See if you hit.
Okay, and then I'll give him a good stab.
A good fine stab.
Good fine stab.
Good friendly stab.
Good old stab. Why is it lagging?
Sorry, guys.
Why is it not? Why's my attack not working? Am I doing something wrong?
Oh, someone's done something.
Hang on, let me close my character sheet and open it. Oh no, it's just. Oh shit! I've got a load of attacks open now.
Oh, you can cancel them.
Yeah, I've got a lot. Okay, let's try that again.
Yeah, just cancel. Yeah, sometimes it takes a second to catch up.
Now my character sheet's not loading. Oh dear. Has it? Why isn't my character sheet loading?
Let me see if it.
There you go. You rolled it. Oh, Ed rolled it for you.
I rolled it. I was just seeing if it worked. Did you want to use that one? You're more than welcome to.
What's his
Yeah.
strength roll?
Yeah,
Strength
that's great.
Yeah, so no, that does hit, and that would be 4 damage, and he is not very happy about that.
Ed, what's Tin's strength modifier?
Let me check. Strength modifier is 0.
That would be why he's not getting damage. I was like, why does he get a damage bonus for the melee? I don't understand. That'd be why.
He's a slight little mousy boy.
He is a mouse.
Slight little mousy boy. Just a scamp.
Just a little scamp.
With a ship.
Just a little scamp along for
With
the
a rod.
adventure.
With a ship.
Oh, look, it's a little mouse. Oh, shit, he's got a knife.
He's got a knife!
You don't realize that after he stabbed you.
Mr. Snugglesworth, fuck.
Now, if I make a
yeah.
charge attack, how much bonus does that give the movement? I'm just checking. It allows you to move double your. It's a full action that allows you to move double your speed and make a melee attack at the end of the movement. Then normally
Cool.
you get a -2 to the attack and -2 to your AC. However, because I'm a bear, I get ferocious charge, which counters that. Can I just? There we go. So I can do a charge attack without. Yes. So I would like to move twice my movement, which is ironic because I only needed it for literally 5 more feet. So I was hit. Yep. And I'm going to attack now. I can't use my flail because I handed that in. However, thankfully they let me keep my emotional support battle glove, which is battle glove attack. So I'm punching the one to the north of me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here come the bad rolls.
Pick up the goblin and throw it.
So yeah, I think your luck's run out there.
Yep. All right. Well, either way.
Even with the +1 from Get 'em, I am afraid that is a miss.
Okay. Well, that's my attack. However, I will be ready myself in a position to perhaps catch a certain goblin as he makes a dramatic entrance. Do you want me to throw you on the way in?
Emmett did go. So now is
Yeah,
Ira.
at all.
Dan.
You said Emmett.
Yeah, Emmett
Ira-
did go.
Emmett
so now it's Ira.
Oh, I missed the Ira bit. Okay, cool. That's fine. Okay. So I'm going to activate my solar, not my armor, but I'm going to go into solar mode,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to walk in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy right here, I'm going to attack him with my bottle. But I am going to go for non-lethal damage because we probably need one of them alive.
Yep.
So I'm going to try and donk him in the head.
Go for it.
Okay.
Again,
Celebrate.
even with the +1 from Get 'em, I'm afraid it's a miss.
Yeah, I thought so. That was a pretty poor roll. That's my go. I just kind of came in and just whiffed. I assume I just poured champagne all over it.
So it would be those guys' turn. However, they had they were surprised, so they were taken unawares. M or Shag, can you roll me perception, please? Yeah, Shag. Your main focus has been with the guys inside the room, but as you are looking around, you have noticed that this guy has gotten here, and he's coming straight for you. And this guy is here, and so is his buddy. There. There you go. And Shag, it is your turn.
All right. Shag is gonna do his little jig. If in case you weren't paying attention, he started tapping his foot to the beat a little while ago, and then he slowly took off his coat and hung it on Brown Emmett's shoulder. And he started limbering up and doing a little dance. And then he did a little stretch and put hands in the air, and then with an elegance, with elegance not becoming of a goblin, he's going to charge towards the nearby bear and take a leap of faith.
Can Brown Emmett just slope his shoulder so that his coat just falls on the floor, please?
You can do it. It's full of grenades. I wouldn't recommend it.
The goblin has been wearing.
He puts it there, and you hold it for like a second, then he turns around, and you just like drop it to the floor. Okay, yeah. So
I'm hoping the bear's cooperating.
Bear is cooperating.
It sounds
He's
like
on
it. So Bear will roll athletics, Shag will roll acrobatics. What are you trying to accomplish here?
We're going for a. Well, let me demonstrate. I have a GIF.
It's never good when you say, "Oh well, my plan is best represented by GIF format." Actually,
It's exactly that, but then when we get full height, we're going to tip over and I'm going to stab the guy next to me in the head.
What, the guy here?
No, the guy behind the bear, the other side.
That guy.
Yeah, he's going to kind of hold me up high, square above his head, like fully out, like wings out, and then just toss me forward.
Cool. So you're going to end up on top of the table here.
Yeah, I'm going to stab him as I come down.
Or did you?
Say again?
Can you roll me acrobatics?
I haven't yet. But I can do that.
It was graceful. It was like...
We'll throw a flip in there for good measure.
I didn't realise he was wearing a dress underneath that coat.
You were a real baby.
It's not a dress, mate. It's a leotard.
A battle cloak.
Not dress, mate. That's not a dress. This is a leotard.
That's not a dress, mate. That's fucking leotard. That is.
I mean, the guy in front of you that you're going towards is just like bemused at this display of like acrobatic beauty until the knife gets planted.
Until the knife lands in his face.
Well, if it does, can you roll me an attack?
Have we established previously that I can't trick attack doing this because I've already used...
roll for vagina.
I think because you're using your move action to do this, the trick attack is like a full action of like moving. But I'm gonna say if you're doing something specific like this is your move action. Doing the shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Oh, I kind of interpreted it as this is a trick, but okay.
Okay, what is the thing you need to roll for your trick attack?
It can be. Hang on, I'll just paste it in chat. It's really easier. So that's trick attack. Because it's a surprise round, so I figured it was
stealth.
So I probably stealth it, to be honest.
This doesn't feel very stealthy to me.
It is a surprise round, though. It is a surprise round, though.
It is a surprise round.
And I did move I have moved my full movement.
Does not smack. I will still reiterate, I don't think that's very stealthy. Just because they're surprised doesn't mean they can't see it.
It's a bit, the opening is you can trick or startle a foe and then attack when they drop their guard. So, I mean, if you had a goblin and a leotard leap over a bear and attack you, you'd be pretty startled.
I am still... I'm afraid...
Ed, you're the DM. You have power here. Don't bend.
Justify this as stealth. This is anti-stealth.
I mean,
can I roll notes? It does say she.
Can I roll something other than stealth? Is that can I roll intimidate?
Intimidate, sure. Yeah,
like,
intimidate.
Flying goblins are intimidating, right?
Yeah, this could be a bit scary.
I need to get like a battle.
I would say because I'm gonna say though, actually, because Bear is helping you here, because he's doing his athletics, that is giving you a +2, and that is enough to do the trick attack.
This is such bullshit. I love it.
Uh,
And then,
so,
I will stab him in the face.
so the actual attack.
And I'll miss after all that.
After all that, you miss.
I will smash the table into 1,000 pieces, but I'll miss his face.
Moving on.
Fuck! Such build-up for nothing.
You guys really are good at attacking.
That was a horrendous roll as well.
Yeah.
Attacking is hard.
I'm gonna notice these guys sneaking up behind us.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's still flat-footed though.
He is, because he's surprised.
Yeah. Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm gonna use my infinite worlds, which is a fun thing. It's one of my witch warper abilities or spells. Something. Ah, cool. I remembered to put the text in. Good. But cause some difficult terrain. Is this such a long bit of text? It's got a 10-foot radius.
Okay, yeah. Where are you putting that?
Like here. How big's 10 foot?
Yeah. No,
Like
cool.
that, but more circle.
Yeah, no, that looks fine. So yeah, as you cast that spell, and yeah, all the sort of plastic flooring here that all like lights up and does all this cool light show. Yeah, starts like cracking and like jutting up, and there's like plastic shards which are like poking up, which people would have to be very careful to kind of pick their way through, and it's making things a bit unsteady underfoot.
Yeah, I think it's technically pulling it from an alternate universe where this club's a bit dilapidated.
Wow.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so yeah, as you're doing that and like yeah, drawing in that other dimension, it's kind of like just fucking up the floor and just making it really unsteady underfoot.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you are doing?
And then I'm just gonna run into the room.
Yeah, cool.
And sort of tuck in. So I can't see them walking over the difficult terrain, but I'll know it's there.
Cool. 10. So, Tin, because of where Shag is, you actually get flanking with this now.
Also, we are trying to keep that individual alive, I believe. And
Just a individual. That was just the one that I happened to choose.
and also Tom is muted.
There was a BRB in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's cool.
Sorry, no, I'm here. I forgot to unmute myself.
You fool.
We trying to keep the guy with the green dot alive.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I'll move on to someone else.
If you move away from him, though, unless you take a guarded step, you might get an attack. You might get attacked by him.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we want this guy alive?
Because we want to ask them questions about obviously why they were after the dwarf. I mean, we know that they were hired by obviously the other corporation, which I've got written down earlier. But like, we might want to know who like their contact is, etc., etc. You know, that's what I'm thinking. It's not the end of the world if we don't get any of them alive. You know, we can try and do something.
Well, should we kill this guy because he's surrounded and save one of the other ones?
All right.
Yeah.
Kill them all.
Kill.
So yeah, you can.
Right, I'm gonna do a trick attack.
Cool. Go for it.
Whoops.
Noted.
So trick attack. Actually, no. I need to do a stealth check.
Oh yeah. So you can do that. Yeah. No, that'll pass.
And I do a trick attack. Not a full attack.
That is going to hit. So your trick attack, is it a plus D4?
Yes. 1d4.
Yeah, so roll 1d4. So damn, yeah, so that's 8 damage to that guy. And shit, yeah, so you just duck down, sort of like concealing your knife.
Cool,
But
I
then
know.
as you come up, the guy, you spear him through the chin, and that guy just stops moving instantly and falls to the ground dead.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stabby, indeed. Cool. Bear. Mr. Sniper.
Haven't I already had my turn? Oh, wait, are we done with
This
the round
is
now?
next turn.
Right, yeah, okay, good. Sorry, I got confused. Okay, well, this guy is taken care of, so problem one solved. I'm gonna. How possible would it be to throw a goblin to the other side of somebody? Like, hook them over?
You would roll athletics. It wouldn't be him attacking. You would just be using him as like a projectile.
I'm more thinking if I was to, like, throw the goblin to be on the other side of somebody so that he could then flank on his turn.
You could potentially do that.
Is the
that
goblin
would
willing?
be, yeah, your entire
Do
movement
you
action.
need to ask?
So
So yeah, you can. How
my
far are
plan
you
is
trying to?
to is to grab him, like, well, okay, basically is to step here, grab the goblin, and like kind of do a feint almost, where I like, pull him, make him look at me on one side while I throw the goblin over to be on the other side of him with my other hand. If that
All right,
makes sense.
yeah. Roll athletics.
If I now drop you and break you, I am sorry. Oh no, I don't.
I'm robust. I'm a stocky goblin.
23.
And actually, yeah, I would say so. How much does Shag weigh roughly? Does it
He's been
say?
working out,
Where's this? Where do they specify that?
I don't know if it would in the character sheet. But I would say, yeah, goblins. Goblins roll. You're a very strong guy, and that was a very good roll. So yeah, I would say you're able to maneuver him sort of over onto that side. It's not very far, so I won't make sure, Shag. You don't need to roll like an athletics or like an acrobatics check, but yeah, you land on the other side of the guy. So yeah, are you making an attack or?
Yeah, if I can do that as well.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, so that'd be your move action to throw him, and then your standard action could be.
Right, I'm gonna try and punch him in the mouth.
Yep.
Probably gonna
Decking
miss.
God damn it! I really want you guys to hit things. I honestly do.
Well, my dice don't.
So you do. So that the guy's AC is. Oh, fuck. So the guy's AC is -2 because he's still flat-footed because he hasn't gone yet, and you get an extra +2 from the flanking with Shag. But unfortunately, you're still just a tiny bit. Yeah, you're like throwing Shag has put you off balance. So when you go to swing at him, you're just a little bit off kilter and you miss.
All
So,
right, fair.
I'm
That'll be my turn. Yep.
Emmett.
Right, I'm gonna. Are we reserved to the fact that we're killing them all?
I mean, ideally
Keep
not
the
all of
last
them.
one.
I would like
But
to have at least.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I? We're gonna kill this guy. Let's kill this guy.
Sure, go for it.
Could you just just grab him? Because he's surrounded by you, a goblin, and a bear.
Oh,
Things
fine,
aren't looking in his way.
Fine. Can I intimidate him and then sit on him? Or the bear can
Roll.
sit on him, maybe.
Roll intimidate.
Not particularly intimidating, is it?
Yeah, you try to get the guy's attention, but he is slightly more focused on the bear that's right in front of him, whilst still like trying to like catch glances of the little green man that was thrown behind him. And yeah, he's just too like in that sort of fight or flight sort of.
Can I drop a get 'em on him then, and then be done with my turn?
Yes. Lovely. Ira.
Okay, so I am going to. First off, it's another round of things on my photon mode goes up. I've thought of a great way to keep track of this. Look at this. See, look, yellow, orange, red.
Oh,
Brilliant.
that's pretty cool.
Genius.
That is clever.
And I am going to take a step forward and swing with Champers.
Yep.
Which not bad.
Yeah. That'll be a fine hit.
Again, going for non-lethal with the Champers, just hoping for like a knockout blow whenever I'm using it.
Yeah, no, that's a nice hit there. So yeah, you clock that guy over the head. There's like just like a little like dunk as you hit him. But yeah, there's a lot of weight behind that, and he like reels back. Are you doing anything else?
That's it for the moment. Yeah.
Cool. It is these guys' turn. So first off, this guy in the middle of here is going to kind of try and like draw a knife and try and swing at Bear.
Oh, not bad. That's everybody's favorite character. Continue.
Shit. 9, I imagine, misses.
It does, yes. Quite
Yes.
bizarre.
This guy over here in front of Ira is going to try and like make a run for the door over here. So he's going to go. As soon as he does that, Ira, if you did want to, you could take an attack of opportunity.
So do I just get an action here when he does this?
It's just one standard action.
Okay.
Attack, as far as
I'm going to use my standard action. No, actually, no. I'm going to attack him with my Champers, but I'll again go for the knockout blow.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh,
that's pretty good
nice.
hit.
He had 7. He had 7 hit points.
Ah,
Yeah.
Bitch, that gold.
So yeah, that guy is.
just like the idea of just like a proper thunk noise that you hit him.
So as he goes to bolt for the door, you like clock him round the back of the head, and he kind of just stumbles forward, and his face just smacks into the door, and he just like slumps like head against the bottom of the door, and that's him sort of down. Then, so this guy out here is going to try and come in at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but he's stuck in the sort of difficult terrain trying to pick his way around that. This guy's going to try and double move. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's also there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 6.
I hadn't even realised that there was a door until that guy like fell into it. By the way, like that's just blown me away.
And this guy, well, is there? Trying to see just sort of what line of sight we have here. So this guy can see through, and I think the only ones he could see are Tin and Ira. So he looks through and he sees Tin sort of standing above the corpse of one of his, some of his fellow gang members, and he is going to try and take a shot at Tin. So Tin does he's going to shoot with his azimuth laser pistol. Does a, give me a second. Does an 18 hit.
Yes.
That is 5 fire damage, if you please.
Quite a hit.
And
Right, yeah.
and this guy is going to do the same thing. Because he's the only other one who can. Yeah, you're really one of the only people who can see. 12? Does that hit your EAC?
No.
No, never mind. He misses. Just goes a bit high and smacks into the guy who just killed. Shag.
Yes. The guy next to me is still alive, yes?
Yes.
And we have our prisoner. So
Sorry?
using my advantage of flanking, I will trick attack him and stab him in the back.
Yep. So roll your whatever it is. Your
This time it will be stealth.
Unfortunately, no, not enough there on that one.
What, 17?
No, because your trick attack, the DC for trick attacks is 20 plus the enemy CR.
Oh shit. I did roll a 5, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty fucking good. God damn.
Crit damage, bitches!
Crit.
I mean, that is
there,
statistic.
and there isn't any because some weapons have like special properties on crits. The knife, I take it, doesn't.
No, I don't think it does. And actually, because I've got my +3 for my strength, that's actually the worst damage I can roll with my crit.
Yeah, shit, yeah. So yeah, you fucking stab this guy right in the ass, and it gets right in the butt cheek muscles, and like he is howling, he is in a lot of pain. That was a fine stab. M.
Do these guys have guns?
Yes, each of them you can see has like a pistol of some kind tucked into their waistband.
Cool. I'm gonna run over to this guy. Would it be an action or a bonus action to grab his pistol?
I would say because it's like conspicuously like in his waistband. Like it would be a swift action just to grab it. I would say.
Sweet.
So like kind of like a quick action.
Cool. I'm gonna grab his pistol.
Yep. So that is a azimuth laser pistol.
Oh shit. I'm gonna have to fire it straight at one of these guys.
Sure. Yeah. Go for it.
Can I just use the pistol I already have, and then I'll add the...
Yeah, you can use the damage for the azimuth. I can tell you what that is in a sec. Yeah, so just roll your normal pulse caster. So damage is 1d4.
Oh, I've already rolled a d4. Damage
Oh,
for
cool.
the pulsecaster is a
So
d4
it'd just be
as well.
fire. So yeah, it'd be fire damage instead. So yeah, that hits. So that'd be 2 fire damage to this guy.
Yep, that's my turn.
So your turn. Tin, back to you.
Right. So, is it possible for me to run over to this door and try to lock it from the inside?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. What are you using to kind of lock it?
My computer expertise.
Okay, so trying to get into use the security system to electronically
To stop them from getting in.
Yeah, that's cool. Roll computers. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. So on the inside especially, there's like a kind of like an emergency sort of locking mechanism that you're able to sort of quickly sort of get into and just hotwire, and the door sort of the mag lock sort of kick in, and it sort of locks in place.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it.
Cool. Yep. Mr. Snugglesworth.
Yeah. Well, I guess I want to try and we want somebody alive, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, shit! This
You've
guy.
already got this guy unconscious over here.
Oh, we already have him. All right. Well, I'm just going to try and hit this guy then. We've already got somebody. I don't see any reason for two.
Quite right.
Just eat his head.
Oh, hey, I hit. It was a low damage roll. Win.
Is that not plus your strength?
Oh, it probably should
It must
be.
have. I mean, what is your strength? It must be plus that.
Because it's 17, so it's a +3.
Yeah, so it'll be 4 damage then.
Yeah, I need to add this to all of my attacks.
Yeah, so all melee should be plus your strength.
Add that on now. Yeah, I had that on none of mine.
And if that guy doesn't, so as he's like howling and jumping up and down with the knife sticking out of his ass, like Bear just sort of leans back, really puts his weight into it, and just decks him, and like you feel like bones give way underneath your fist, but then he just drops and doesn't move. Are you doing anything else?
I will move. I'm going to just move over here to be towards the door in case anybody else comes in.
Okay, yeah, no worries. That is cool. And who? Oh, sorry. Who was it next? Is Emmett.
Right. I'll. I mean, just one guy left, no?
Well, these two guys are dead. That one over there is slumped, against the doorway there.
Can only move to about here-ish, so.
Yeah, that's cool. You can ready actions if you want, but
I'll see how things pan out.
yeah, okay, cool. Ira. Ira.
Nobody.
Just fucking mute myself. Brilliant. So I am going to move over here, and this door. I'm going to try and open the door. Oh, by the way,
Okay.
by the fucking way. Boom.
How are you doing it? Just kind of like brute forcing it open.
Well, I'm going to try and open it first.
It is locked. It is a big, sort of imposing metal door. It's got one of those kind of like slidey eye hole things, sort of at about eye height, but it doesn't open from this side.
Oh. Does the guy at my feet have a key card, like in his hand? Because I'm assuming that's where he was running to.
You can check. Use your action to check if you want.
I will
Like, pat through his
use
stuff.
my action.
Hold
Can
the
I
corpse
hold?
up to the
Can I
door.
hold an action? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can hold an action.
Okay, I am going to hold my action for the moment.
What is your held action?
I don't want to tell you in front of everyone else.
Okay, you can whisper it to me or like message it to me.
You can come to a different server if you want, or a different channel.
Okay. Alright, do that.
Suspicious.
It's gonna explode and kill us all.
Yeah, moving on to these guys. So I suppose actually I should probably do, because you guys can't see that anymore.
Oh, neither can I.
You guys can't see into the main thing now, can you?
Correct.
Nope.
Cool. Very cool. So Tin and Bear, you're able to hear a lot, like a banging starting on the doors that you guys have just locked, and yeah, you just hear like a lot of voices coming through there, but the door is holding firm for now. You hear some beeps where people are trying to use the their key cards to get in, but where you've like jammed the mag locks, they're not working right now. So
Nice.
you guys are all right. So Shag, is your turn.
Shag is gonna step back over here, recover his coat from the floor, pick up said grenades from coat as well. And can I just quickly string a couple of grenades on strings, like as nice little tripwires over the door,
Sure.
so that if anybody steps through the door, they will instantly get a nice couple of frags to the face.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll rig those up. That'll be my action, and then I'm going to step back. I think I'm not going to what's that. So I get 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 probably for now.
What, all just on the door?
I'll put 2 grenades on the door.
Okay. Cool.
Also, I'll do a fancy. Now you see me 2 finger flip a card and throw the key card I've got to Ira in the hope that it might work for the court door.
Cool.
I will catch said card.
Lovely. Can you quickly roll me a little like engineering check just to see? I mean, it's not rocket science like stringing up some grenades, but just because you're under like a time pressure here. Yeah, no, you're able to like competently wire up a little tripwire, like sort of makeshift wire thing. That's all good. M, you doing anything preparing here?
I'm just gonna move behind Ira and hold an action to pop a laser in someone's face or ass. Should I?
Fair
see
enough.
You're not picking that word.
No, it depends what position they're in. This could be a toilet for all we know.
I don't care what orifice, it's just going in one.
It's going in summit, or it's going to make an orifice.
It's either going in one or making one.
So, as you guys are sort of making your preparations, and it's become a little bit tense. There's like banging on the doors here. Ira, the door you're standing in front of, the little eye hole opens suddenly. There's not a person behind it, but then something gets tossed through, and it plinks off your chest and drops to your feet. I'm gonna need Ira, M, and Emmett to roll reflex saves, please.
Okay.
Is this the one I'm good at?
Oh no, it's 15 feet. No, wait, no, you're fine.
I can't find a reflex save.
It's saving
yeah.
throws is on your right hand side.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
yeah,
that
right.
makes sense as to why I didn't do very well there.
I regret moving towards this door.
Ten plus 1 plus. So, M.
Did I make it? With the 6.
So, M and Emmett, you have slightly better perspective to see what this is. The little thing that plinks off Ira's chest and drops to the floor looks a hell of a lot like a grenade. And you both dive to the floor and sort of manage to avoid the worst of it. You both take 4 fire damage.
Tom, you're going to want to
Ira-
turn Groovy up.
Sorry?
I said Tom's going to want to turn Groovy up.
And
yes.
Ira, unfortunately, you do not save. It is way too close to you. You take the full 8 fire damage.
So that's
Okay.
off my stamina, yeah?
Yeah, off your stamina first.
Okay.
And the healthiest. And then as you're sort of the smoke is clearing from that, you hear where is it? Ah, there it is. The door open, and there is Ira, you are able to see a huge blue vest with a massive hammer in his hand. stood next
Nice.
to the doorway.
So
And,
that's gonna trigger my trap card.
It does. So he is. So what happens when you do
So
this?
what happens is there is a fucking blinding flash of light, and they just become dazzled for an entire turn, and they don't get any choice in that. It just happens.
That's cool. So he is dazzled. He cannot see.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this does trigger your held action. You can attack, but he does have like partial cover because he's stood behind the door, and Ira's in your way. So you can make an attack if you want.
Yeah, I think I'll use this nice laser pistol.
Unfortunately, that does not hit. Let me just double check.
Yeah,
Oh no,
fine.
it does hit his EAC.
Ah, sweet.
So that is 2 damage to him. 2. Lovely. Good. There we go. Sorry. Let's say. So then it comes to this scary woman behind the desk. She is going to level up her rifle, her tactical pistol, at the man silhouetted in front of the door, which is Ira.
She is dazzled as well.
Is it both of them?
It's all enemies within 30 feet are
shit,
dazzled
it's
without a choice.
fuck.
So
Okay.
like I can choose one to be blinded for, and they roll a save, or all enemies when I'm fully charged get dazzled
Be dazzled
for a round without a choice. Like they just get it.
Okay, yeah, I am with you.
Yeah.
Let's just find dazzled. You're unable to see well because you need to get -1 penalty to all attack rolls and sight-based perception checks. Cool. All right.
The little bit of, as I like to call it, the razzle dazzle.
The whole razzle dazzle.
Razzle-matazzle.
Razzmatazz.
So she
Razzmatazz.
is going to take aim at Ira, and then she's going to take a shot. Ferrani, where is she? Just crazy bitch. So she's going to attack with a tactical semi-auto pistol.
I'm just going to put it out there. I'm starting to flag.
Yeah, no, it possibly nearly done. Depends on how things go. Ira, does a 14 hit?
KAC.
Yes, it is KAC.
Currently, yes, it will. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, that is 2 damage.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
There we go. And that'll be her turn. Tin.
The only entrance into this room is through that door. There's no air vents or anything.
Make a perception check.
Where's my perception? There it is.
So yeah, you're able to see that there is what appears to be some kind of air vent up here, which like is on this wall here.
Okay.
You look at it and like because you're small, you reckon you could if you pry the door off, you could probably squeeze through.
Can I try and squeeze it through the air vent?
Yep, sure.
So
So you crouch up there. How much is that? So that's 10 feet of movement to get over there. Then probably another 5 foot to climb up into it. Yep, and then
acrobatics.
yeah, probably acrobatics to kind of squeeze yourself through that hole. Like it's even for you, it's a snug fit. But yeah, no, actually you do, and your little head pops out, sort of out here.
Okay.
These guys have not noticed you. You also notice that the bar has fucking emptied. Like
Reasonable reaction to us beating some people to death in the other room.
the initial,
With the doors open.
Oh, everybody gone.
like stabbings, but then it was when like there was like shots being fired. There's grenade going off. Like people are fucking peace out.
Nice. So I'm gonna just sit at the back of the bar and get drunk now.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
See you when you're done, guys. No.
All right, Tim. What are you doing?
Okay.
I think it was like oh sorry, like I was gonna say it was your movement and then kind of your action to get crawl through. So you probably don't have anything you could do.
Okay.
Here right now.
So he will just sit at the bar.
I could probably say you probably could do a stealth check just to make sure you're not noticed by those guys.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, no, you're pretty happy that they haven't noticed you. They haven't seemed to let on that they have at least.
Cool.
Cool. And Mr. Snugglesworth.
Huh. I guess I will head. I kind of want to, kind of cover everybody as we make a suitably dramatic escape, I presume. But fuck it, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go here and give Ira a thumbs up while psychically thinking the Mission Impossible theme.
You are able to move through friendly people if you wanted.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
Just
I
in
don't
case you
want to.
I'm concerned about that door getting bashed open and loads of people coming rushing in and getting all the squishies, basically. So I want to stay back and cover them.
That's cool.
You are aware the door's already open, aren't you?
Wait, what? The big door? This one?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That one is locked.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Wait.
what?
Oh, that one. Sorry, I thought you meant the other one.
Yeah, no. I mean this one. Like,
This one's
I want to come here so I can escape, but also at the same time, I'm concerned those doors are going to open. So if can I guess, do a hold action to run and get in the way if anything barges in.
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right. Well, that will end my turn then.
All right, Emmett.
I mean, are we just getting out of here now?
So this door's open, and you know there's some angry people in here.
I think we're here to interrogate someone who's in that room.
Let's go in there then.
Go on.
Ooh.
So you come in the room, and there's a massive sort of blue lizard Vesk there, holding a very large hammer right next to you. And there's a freaky, sort of evil-looking human woman with half a shaved head and an evil-looking kind of tactical pistol in her hand.
Right. I'm going to try and defuse the situation.
As you do.
Guys, let's all take a second.
Deploy some diplomacy. You ready?
It's gonna have to be really fucking good.
Send in your
I'm
tonic.
I'm still like the guys are looking at you. They do not show any sort of inklings toward wanting to parlay at this moment. shot up their club and killed a couple of their gang. Yeah, it ain't happening.
They're not cool with that.
Nah, sorry.
Sure.
What kind of gang members are these?
Okay, well, Brandon is just going to turn back towards the party and just go, these guys are cunts.
Ira.
Yeah, I can't do anything else. I can maybe get them on the
So,
Yeah.
what am I
Do
going
that?
to do? I am going to.
help.
I'm going to try and make this guy go completely and utterly blind. Actually, no, I'm going to try this person who looks more threatening out of the two of them.
This guy's a big hammer.
This guy is big, and he's in big sort of plate and holding a very large hammer, and is very close to you. This lady seems very dangerous, but this guy certainly seems like the immediate threat.
Take the hint then.
Okay.
Attack the lady.
Giant blue vest
I-
with a hammer is probably more dangerous.
I'm going to go for him to be blinded with the old flare.
Sure.
So he just has to make a save, but I don't know what the save would be.
Does it not
Reflex,
save up to
reflex save, yeah.
Reflex save. Okay.
Yep, Flash of Brilliant, right. Reflex save.
What's the DC?
Good question. How would I work that out?
I'm pretty sure there should be some sort of consistent DC for your
Yeah, I'm
your
just trying to
ability.
work out what it
The
is.
Witch Walker stuff uses it's like 10 plus a level of
I
some
think I've-
sort. But I can't remember. I don't know how yours is worked out.
Wait there, I've got it written down somewhere. Wait there. Wait.
Wait.
Shit, I should know this. Man, I've become Andy, not knowing my character sheet.
Fuck you!
I know.
I know exactly what's on my character sheet, boyo.
Hey.
Spencer, you boy.
Tall glass of water, aren't you, Spencer?
Ooh.
You're all dry, stale oats.
Okay, it's 10 plus my Solarian level plus half my Solarian level plus my charisma modifier. So my charisma modifier is
Dry, stale.
3. So it would be a save of 14.
He rolled a 15, I'm afraid.
He's a son of a bitch.
So he is not blinded.
I'm going to call him a son of a bitch to his face.
He is hurt deeply.
Which one did you try
Good.
and blind?
The big one that's right next to us.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh wait, would the Sikkim thing help at all?
No, that's to hit. That's not like
Damn.
doesn't have a penalty to their saves.
Damn.
What about this? Hang on.
It's going to be Messy Pizza Bastard or
It's gonna be still
Stone Cold.
Oh, no, that's stick drawbridge.
Brilliant.
He is unimpressed by stick drawbridge. Shag, you're able to hear a lot more sort of banging and clattering going from here against the door here, and
have messy pizza bastard.
and you're actually noticing there seems to be some sort of concerted effort, whereas it was like just random battering. Now they seem to have some kind of ram, and they're like hitting it at like a steady rhythm. And you're noticing like the corner on like one of the sides to begin to buckle.
Oh, lovely.
Shag, it is your turn.
I am the only individual remaining in the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Can you chuck me a grenade down the air?
I feel like if they're the other side of the door, they're going to take the grenade hit when they get the door open anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not sure additional grenade. I also am reluctant to waste not to waste, but I'm reluctant to use my action throwing grenades when I can attack someone.
Okay.
So
On
you
that.
hold an action.
No, I'm gonna go. We're gonna
The door is
I'm assuming-
locked.
doing so I'm not worried about the. I was gonna go into the room to be honest. Like I'm fairly confident the bear and 2 grenades will do, and tin will do away with anything that's gonna hurt us from there.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now I can see what's actually going on in this room. And the guy next to me looks awfully large. 4.
Where are you?
I'm still on top of.
So if you're going to end your turn, you would end somewhere else, but you will incur an attack of opportunity from this guy.
From a blinded Vesk.
He is not blinded.
He's dazzled.
He
dazzled.
succeeded on the roll.
Or
Yeah,
dazzled.
he is dazzled, so he gets a -1 to attacks.
Vajazzled.
He's bedazzled.
Oh,
No, he's vajazzled.
As you get close, you see the sequins on his armor which spell out juicy.
Ooh. Oh,
Jesse.
I'll take the risk.
Spicy.
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
So before you go, as you run past,
I'm
this
pretty
guy
fucking
is going
pissed.
to take a swing at
Go on.
you. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Does it not? Your KAC.
KAC is 15.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, he misses. You just he swings and you sort of manage to quickly slide underneath.
I got moved, bitch.
Damn. Okay. And that was your action to move, I take it.
What?
Because you were
Oh, I have 9 movement.
oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Go for
I
it.
am really fucking fast.
Number 5.
Mumbo number, stab this bitch in the face. I would like to non-lethal abuse this person with my combat knife.
Ugh.
And I believe I
How did you non-lethally abuse someone with a combat knife?
I believe I can trick
Yeah,
attack her. Because all I've done so far is move, so I can trick attack.
Yeah.
her.
No, it would be. You could. Yeah. This could be a trick attack. So roll your whatever it is.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh. Let me just double check what her CR is.
That's still a shitty roll.
Yeah, no, yeah, that'll work. That'll do. And yeah, roll the actual attack and prepare to miss.
Fuck. Wait, we didn't specify what I had to attack with, did we?
You did say your survival knife, and it has to be an operative something. With the
Yeah,
operative
it doesn't.
tag.
I've committed too far to this now, and I should probably carry on.
Yes.
I can't resort to grenade at this point.
Unless you're going to try and trick punch her with the grenade. Cool. KAC is dang 12. No, that is going to hit. So that's 5 plus 2, 7 damage.
Huh. Actually,
Unpleasant hit for her.
Say again?
My 7. Yeah, no, that is an unpleasant hit for her. You managed to just stab her in the arm as she's hidden behind taking cover behind the desk. And she's like,
My arm now, bitch.
And goes shoving away. Yeah, M.
I was gonna try and assist in this whole blinding everyone in the room. I think I might still do that. So I'm gonna use my infinite worlds again. And now it has all of the text in the world in it. But it's from a parallel universe where this room is super fucking bright. I summon a flash of light, and everyone in there has to take a fortitude save or be dazzled for a round. If they nat 1, they're blinded.
Wait, including us?
No, that's up to Ed, really.
What is the range on it?
What
It's
save
a
was
10
it?
foot
The range
radius.
is 120 foot. The radius, it just says it fills the area. For this one,
What save was it?
fortitude.
I think that, but that's like the range you can do it at.
Yeah, so
And then
it's got a
the
range of 100.
radius is 10 foot of the
I
effect.
think.
Yeah, so yeah, you
it's-
just put down wherever you're laying this down.
Oh, this is I'm creating a dazzling light, and the dazzling light said it just fills the area.
Oh, okay.
The rough
I would say,
terrain
yeah, this is a
10 foot.
confined space, so yeah, we'll say for this purpose it will.
I
Yeah,
rolled
I'd
it. I
imagine it
think
would
I'm
have
fine
a-
with 22.
So yeah,
40
everyone
save.
roll. Well, so Emmett, Ira, and Shag roll fortitude saves.
Thanks, buddy.
Shag just likes the blinding lights. They're pretty.
Yeah, I think it's
Pretty
like
nice.
DC 14.
DC 14.
Okay, so I think
Yeah.
22 was okay.
That's pretty
Charisma modifier
fortuitous.
spell level.
Oh,
and
but he fucked
10.
up. So both of them are dazzled.
Again.
So both of them, yeah, become dazzled again.
Super
They're
fucking
dazzled.
dazzling.
Banged.
Right, they are
David, the
fully
jazz.
Elton John now. They are singing Rocket Man. They are loving life.
Cool. Fuck. That's okay. That's awesome.
Unfortunately, I did dazzle Shag as well. Oops.
Oh yeah, that too.
Worse things have happened.
Emmett, have you rolled your fortitude?
No.
Can you please?
Yes. Fortitude. Where do I find fortitude?
Fortitude saves it. Yeah, on the right hand side.
What's the save?
No, unfortunately, you are dazzled for a round.
Dazzled.
Yes,
Bejazzled.
Dazzle.
Yeah. vajazzled.
It's a base
vajazzled.
gives them like a -1 to their attacks and perceptions and stuff.
Yes, it is. Yeah, -1 to attacks that rely on sight and perception checks.
Oh, cool. So it's no big.
But a +1 to vagina charisma.
Yes, absolutely. If someone takes a look under the hood, oh boy, are they in for a good time? Okay,
so that's
it
my
is
turn.
the large lizard's turn, and he is going to take a swing at Emmett, who's like right in front of him. So the Hatchbuster is going to attack with his assault hammer. He's going to go for a full attack, actually, because he's feeling spicy and very angry.
But he is dazzled.
Is he double?
So that'll be Emmett, does a 16 hit
Against what?
your KAC?
Yes.
So the first attack misses because that was a 5, but the second attack hits, and that is a very good hit. And he like smashes you directly in the chest, and he does 11 points of damage.
Fuck me.
That is his max damage he can do with one hit, I will say.
Did you get wrecked?
That's pretty wrecked. I'm pretty sure that's at least all of Emmett's stamina.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm
in
now
hit
into
points.
this.
But yeah, that'll be his turn.
Flippity flappity, bitch.
Flippity flappity. The next one, the crazy woman behind the desk here is going to take a swing at Shag. So, and she's similarly going to go for a full attack because she's just going to plant herself and take a hit at it, take some swings. So I imagine a 6 doesn't hit, but does a 16?
It does just, yes.
That would be 7 bludgeoning damage, if you please.
Ooh.
She's pretty strong. Not as strong as the other guy, but pretty strong.
Ouch.
And that'll be her turn. Tin. You're like crouched
I'm in the
out,
bar.
watching the. So what you've noticed is that the guys have like grabbed a table that's got like a stripper pole attached to it, and they are like ramming into this door like repeatedly.
How's it going in there? Do you guys want me to come back, or shall I deal with these guys?
I think they're going to get pretty fucked up by that grenade. And then
I
they've
love
got
the
a bit to deal with.
balls of you just saying, "I'll deal with them."
You're Yosoki. I'd attend other matters.
What, like the other matters that are in there?
Yeah. This is a far more pressing issue.
Why? Everyone in
Okay.
the room's dazzled. It's fine.
Everyone's vajazzled.
Yeah, but I mean, Brown
I mean,
Emmett,
you could hold an
Brown
action if you wanted.
Brown Emmett and Slag are getting like hammered. In Brown Emmett's case, literally.
I'm literally getting hammered.
Andy's getting hammered.
I'm about to fall asleep in my chair.
We are nearly there, possibly. Depending on.
Are there any more air vents at the back of the bar leading into the back room?
Into the back room. Roll a perception check. No, not ones that you can see.
Oh,
unfortunately.
well,
Not into the other room.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple of bottles of whiskey and go back to the vent.
Okay, which is back in the way you came.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you end up back in there. You still have your. That would. I say because you've already pried off the thing to like get in there, and you've already wormed your way through and like made it through the grates once. You won't need to use your action to like get through those again.
Okay.
So you do still have an action if you wanted, or you can hold it.
I'll hold it. Can I move further towards the door?
Yeah.
So if I move 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So when you hold an action, you have to hold a specific action and have a specific trigger. So you could say, like, I'm going to shoot someone with my gun whenever the next person walks through the door.
Okay, I'll do that.
Cool. Yep.
I still can't actually see anyone, and everyone's in the doorway. Is there only Andy that's in the room?
Shag and Emmett are in there. Shag is on a desk fighting the woman behind the desk.
Okay.
So yeah, is Mr. Snugglesworth here?
Yes.
You can move through friendly characters.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've given it long enough, so I'm gonna move through friendly characters to how. Okay. I'm trying to remember how does if you maneuver around in somebody's attack radius, they can attack.
Yeah, they will get it. So basically, there's no way to kind of advance on this guy and to get space where he can't take an attack of opportunity on you.
Can't you just shove like Brown Emmett out of the way?
Yeah, but it'll still be moving through the Vesk's area.
Yeah, because it's moving from where Ira is to where Emmett is, which is the first.
Can I? Yeah, tell you what, can I move to shove Brown Emmett behind me because he's getting a bit hammered, and I'll just take the attack against me.
If Emmett is willing for that, then yes.
Yeah.
I am willing for that.
Yeah. Cool.
I want to shove him out of the way and try and maneuver myself to get. Can I maneuver any further, or will that be more attacks?
No, you can move through. No, it would only be the one because he only has one reaction to take.
Okay.
So he will.
So I want to try and maneuver to here, so there is more space for other people. Then.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So he's going to attack you with his assault hammer.
Fucking have you.
I assume a 22 hits.
That definitely hits. Yep.
That is 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, fucking bring it. Do it again. I don't hear no bell. All right. Now I get to swing at him.
Yes, please do.
It's a real shame I do not have my junk sensor. It could explode and kill all of us. Yeah.
Yes.
Punch City.
So yeah, punch. Yeah, that definitely hits. 5 damage. That's it's a decent hit on him. I mean, he just looks at you and smirks and yes.
Gosh.
and he
Oh,
seems
shit,
like
he
really
loves
up for it, and seems quite happy.
I am too.
Emmett, what are you doing?
Can I do anything from afar?
Do you have any weapons that you could hit him with afar?
No.
You can throw something at him, I guess.
Can I throw something at him, please?
What do you have?
My boot.
roll just your attack. Roll your strength, like a strength check. Essentially, just be a strength check. This 15. No, unfortunately, he's in some pretty hefty armor. So unfortunately, yeah, no. You throw your boot at him, and it just like bounces off his shoulder, and he doesn't even really notice.
Right. Can I have a token intimidate roll, please?
Sure, why not? I'm gonna say because of the minuses from like his lack of attention on you and what you did not being very intimidating. Unfortunately, he has not seemed too cowed just yet. Unfortunately,
Right.
Ira. Where you are now is technically flanking with Mr. Snugglesworth.
And that gives me what again?
A +2.
+2. I'm gonna try and attack it. I could explode, but I'm gonna do more damage to all of my allies than anyone else, so I don't think it's worth it. However, I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the old. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the old. Whatchamacallit? Champer's attack, and I'm gonna just go to town with Champers.
Yep. Are you doing you can do a full action to like a full attack. Hit him twice at a -4 each, or you can just do one standard.
Plus, I've got the +2 in terms of
For
things. So
flanking for both of those attacks.
So be a
But each of them
-2.
would only be at a -2.
Fuck it, why not?
Yep.
Boom. Excellent. Rolled 2 4s back to back. Fantastic.
Good job.
Well, you technically rolled 2 2s.
I know, but I mean, like the actual roll, like came up as a fucking brilliant.
That would have been really good damage, though.
But that was my turn. I just waved it frantically at him and then did nothing. Brilliant. But as my move turn, I'm going to put my armor on just in case, because you know that's something that I'm going to want to make sure I've got equipped.
Shag, it's your turn.
All right, this lady hits hard.
Yes.
So on the basis that I'm not sure I can duke it out with her for many more rounds, I'm going to resort to my nuclear option.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to put a grenade in her mouth and close it.
I was going to do that, but I figured trying to put grenades on her person is probably some kind of grappling situation, and she'd probably resist. So what I'd like to do.
It's not on her person anyway; it's in her person.
Yeah. Okay. I'm putting it out there that she's probably stronger than me, and Ed probably won't let that fly.
You can't just you could just drop it where you are. And
I'm getting to that. Don't worry. So I'm gonna I'm hoping this is gonna be an action. What I'd like to do is shrug off my coat, still containing approximately 8 grenades. Like kind of hide behind it and be like, surprise, throw it at her, and then and pull a pin out of one of the grenades as I do so, and then just fucking book it. This is my plan. I don't know if this works, but it's essentially throw my coat over her head, containing many grenades, one of which is missing a pin, and then run away. Because I'm going to interrogate her, but she hurts too much, so I'm just going to kill her.
All right. Roll damage for the grenade.
What, all 8 of them?
No, just the one. I will say you don't just get 8 times the attack from grenade. like that would just be broken as shit. I will say that.
I mean, I'm probably in the blast radius.
You are, and you will have to not only roll a reflex save. Oh, you're not trying to run away, are you?
Yes.
Okay, so she will get an attack of opportunity then.
Yeah, no, I figured that. I thought the attack opportunity from her would be a better bet than.
So it depends on how far you run away then, depending on whether you'll be in the blast radius.
I have a great deal of movement.
So, yeah, do it.
So wait. I can't just drop multiple grenades in one spot.
You can, but you're not just going to do... You don't just drop 10 grenades and do 10 10d6 worth of damage at level 2. I'm just saying that.
So what happens to the... Okay, so I guess I'm...
I mean, Sam,
it still explodes.
It's because it's a broken system, Sam. Because that would just work. It's the same as using the fucking peasant cannon bullshit in D&D. Like, because God told you it isn't going to work. That's why it doesn't work. Sam.
Peasant cannon?
Have you not heard of the peasant cannon?
The peasant cannon's great.
I haven't. I'll look at that later. All right. In that case, I'll revise my suggestion. I'll lose.
God says the physics doesn't work, so
I'll lose the coat, and I'll just drop a grenade at her feet and run away.
Yep.
Actually, wait. How much damage is a grenade?
I believe it's a level 1 frag grenade. I believe is 1d6.
Oh fuck! That was stabber.
Okay.
all of that, and that's where it ended. Brilliant.
Okay, yeah. Please stab the lady. Please stab the nice lady.
God damn it! All that fat.
Yay! So that is 4 damage.
5. And then the stealth was not enough, was it? No, right.
Yeah, no, stealth wasn't enough, unfortunately. That's 4. But she is starting to look a little bit. She is starting to look a little bit worse for wear. Like she is pouring. Like she's losing quite a bit of blood now. Like she is not looking so hot.
Can she attack more than once? Did she do that last time?
She did because she took her full action to do a full attack.
Right.
So she took -4 on both of them. So her first attack missed, but it was only the.
Oh, I probably. Yeah, full attack might have been worthwhile then. Oh well. All right, no worries. I feel paralyzed because if I try and run, she's gonna hit me next round. But if I don't run away, she's gonna hit me now. If I run away, she's gonna hit me now. But if I'm not next to her next round, then I can't hit her.
I will say, you are very aware because I'm sure you read the player's handbook cover to cover of something called guarded step, which you can move. You can move 5 feet. Is your entire move action, but it doesn't incur a attack of opportunity. So it's essentially like disengage.
I
So you can take 1 step back, but and that'll be your entire movement, but it won't incur attack of opportunity.
Happy days. Called it. I guarded step off the desk.
Yep, cool. There you go. M. Me. So nearly there. You can do this.
Yeah, I was reading the thing. I have a whole thing about like preventing damage as a reaction, but I'll remember that for next time.
Thanks for that, buddy.
It's fine. It's only a
All right, if she chases me on the desk, you can do it then.
yeah, you're thinking I'll remember in a couple of minutes.
She probably will.
Are these things like big barrels that I couldn't like stand on to get a better angle on this guy?
You could. They're just like those like random barrels of like either drink or something. You're not sure, but yeah, no, you could hop up on those pretty
I'll just
simply
crouch on
to
that so I can't
get
see
some kind of angle
when
on
Shag's getting attacked, so I can't use my reaction on him. So I'm just gonna shoot this guy.
It would be a bit awkward, so you will get a penalty. You will have soft cover because Ira's in the way, but yeah, you can shoot it.
Could I just duck?
It's kind of like without like coordinating because he's kind of behind you, and like it's just the nature of whenever you're shooting through someone.
No worries.
Well, this could go wrong. I'm not
Could
going
go
to go for
wrong.
the attack. I don't believe
Don't
in my
make it go
attack
wrong.
rolls.
And shit, yeah, no, you fucking fire and you hit him a good one.
Thank you for not making it go wrong.
You're welcome. I'll try harder.
And similar, like this guy, the Vesk is still got plenty of fight in, but he is starting to flag a little bit. So he is going
I'll
to
also just step back down off the barrels, so that I guess I have to be able to see Shag. I think to stop him taking damage.
So he is going to focus on Bear in front of him, and he is going to take. He's going to take 2 swings. Does a 14 hit your KAC?
No.
Damn. So both attack. He's going to take 2 attacks, and both of them miss.
I think.
He's beginning to slow. He's not looking as hot as he was before. And then this woman here, she is going to, seeing like Shag stepping away, and feeling quite, beginning to get a bit bloody. She's gonna take a bead on the back of Bear and take a shot into his rear. Does an 18 hit your KAC?
Yes.
That's a 3 damage. If you need, please.
I'm gonna use it.
Shit.
So I'm gonna spend a resolve point to soak 3 of those damage.
Okay.
No, yeah, apparently
What?
that's all I have to
Damage?
Yeah.
Or sweet. Thank you. I still haven't breached my stamina.
So that's so that's 1 resolve point, and cool, that's
Although,
awesome.
does that read to you like it works for when it's stamina damage, or would it only be hit point damage?
To me, it doesn't, but I will check that. We'll look at that another time. For the purposes of now, we'll say it does. But to me, it does sound like hit point damage, but I might just Google that later.
Yeah.
But no, that's awesome. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Tin.
Right.
These guys are looking pretty slow, pretty tired.
How much? If I try to move through the doorway, I'm gonna have an attack opportunity, aren't I?
Yes, they're gonna. It seems like everyone who's walked through that door has gotten hit. Or
Okay, I'm gonna shoot from outside the door then.
At who?
The only guy I can see with the horn. This guy.
That's Andy.
That's Emmett.
That's Andy. Is it?
Yeah.
Who's the guy by? Oh, the guy by the door's over there. Can I do the same thing as?
Oh, just like jump up there. Yeah.
And jump up on that barrel.
Yes, please do.
Okay, and I'm going to shoot. I can do a trick attack with my.
Yeah. Oh yes, of course.
Semi-auto pistol. So if I roll a stealth, 26,
Shit.
and then I do my trick attack.
Sorry.
But then I can do my standard attack.
Wait, is that for your? No, your trick attack takes your full action. Is like there's 1 attack, but you just do extra damage if the attack hits.
Yeah, so he hasn't actually rolled his attack yet.
What was that?
That's just his trick attack.
That's the trick attack.
That's the bonus damage you get if he rolls high enough stealth.
Oh, sorry. So it's not your actual. Oh, of course. Yeah. Sorry. No. Yeah. Go for it.
So he's likely to get an extra 4 damage if you can hit him, which is pretty solid.
So if you do hit him, it's an extra 4 damage.
Okay, so I can do my standard attack.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Roll your laser pistol or whatever pistol it was. I'm not sure. I can't remember what you had.
It's a semi-auto pistol, tactical.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Fuck. Okay. So then that trick attack damage, I imagine, gets doubled.
don't know if it does.
Okay. Yeah. So Tin just kind of jumps on the barrels there, takes a bead on the guy through the window, through the door, who's like reeling back to like take another shot at take another swing at Bear, and just fucking brains him. Just executes him. Just like
That is just savage.
savage, and
Double
like
tap to the head.
he just topples. He is gone. He is done.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's a very fine hit. Yeah, Bear.
Right. Well, with that guy dead, I suppose I'll run at the other one. Ugh.
Go for it.
And I'm gonna do the punch.
Do the punch.
It'll work this time, I swear.
I think there's a good chance that a 9 hits. Solid
Are
chance.
you doing anything else?
Nah, that'll probably do. Yeah.
Emmett,
Can I
bring it
throw
on
my other
home.
boot, please?
I know you can. With one shoe on.
I throw my other boot.
Go for it. Roll a strength.
I can't even find the couch sheet anymore.
Has Emmett just passed out in the corner?
Yeah, so Emmett like falls over whilst he's trying to take his other boot off. Just flops into the corner there.
Can I roll Emmett a bottle of whiskey that I nabbed from the bar?
Yeah, absolutely.
You always were my favourite little mouse.
Ira, it is you.
So I think what I need to do is help fucking kill this bitch. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm just gonna smash her in the face with the champagne bottle.
Yeah.
My sword is still outside, so I'm gonna do it just as normal attack.
Go for it.
Whoa. Bam. Good old champers. To the brilliant.
Oh, actually, I think that does. Yeah, hits okay. I see.
And also something that I definitely forgot that I have the cleave feat, which means I can make an additional melee attack the first one hits, which I definitely just did.
Cool.
So I definitely forgot that was a thing that I could have done every time I hit with a melee attack. But hey, well, bam! There we go.
Fuck, yeah. That is her gone.
Fucking, I got pissed and just literally smashed her head in with a champagne bottle. Pretty savage.
These are the risks when you run a club.
I know.
Everybody knows it. Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Dang.
then drop the bottle on the ground and go put it on my tab, and then put some shades on and walk out. No, I'm kidding. None of that is true.
It was still pretty fucking cold. But yeah, we will leave it there
Okay.
for today, and we will resolve what happens later with the
Cool.
with, other stuff. Yeah. Thank you guys.
That's good. We're just really fucking bad at fighting. That's the problem.
I mean, I'm apparently I'm a bluff bear. So
Yeah. This whole
Does that mean
time
you're
we
not
thought he
really
was
a
really good at
bear?
fighting, but it turns out he was bluffing us.
True. It's been very successful.
I mean, have you heard the
I know.
tale of Sir Barrington?
I have heard the tale of Sir Barrington.
Just gonna turn out it's just a normal human in like a really bad bear suit, but who's super
Yeah.
good at pretending he's a bear.
Yeah.
There's a zero chance of that.
So meta.
At this point, can Emmett pick up his shoes?
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Like,
He's
there's
lost
no-
his shoes.
There's going to be a lot of combat here. Like
Yeah.
when we cut with next session, like it won't start like straight away into like you guys getting like in a fight. Like the door is still holding for a little bit.
Emmett's lost his shoes.
He's just gonna have to walk around barefoot till he gets to the shop. I've got some plastic bags you can put on your feet.
Brilliant.
favourite bit of that little combat was Tin fucked off out of the room, stole some stuff from the bar, came back in and just shot a guy and he died. The rest of us were stood in this doorway just trying to get in.
what his problem was.
I don't know what your
I don't
problem
know why
was.
you guys were having such a problem with this guy. He went down
Yeah.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
A bit of a bitch, honestly.
Oh, well done. Right, I'm gonna go to bed because
I'm gonna go to bed.
Tired. That was a good session, Ned. That was a good session.
good.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Sleep well, all of you. And remember, don't eat yellow snow.
Tell me how to live.
Good night.
Right, then.
I'll run off as well, so I'm very tired.
See you later.
Bye.
Uh,